Going on, guys? Can everybody hear me okay? Luna, where are you going? I just got the cameras set up and now you move. What? What's up, everybody? I'm going live here just like a minute early. How's everybody doing? Luna, come here. Come over here. I figured I would just start out over here in this room today. And then, of course, Luna's going to go and hide underneath the table. What's up, Peter? How you doing, Catherine? Glad you could make it, Catherine and Peter. Mano Cheese, how are you doing? Luna, you're all like shadowed under there. I can barely even see you. So I take it you don't have to work today, Catherine? Are you playing hooky from work? You doing good? Everybody doing good? Well, I'm going to be flying solo here. Peanutty has a normal day of school today because Monday was a holiday. So you're playing hooky too, Rick? How's your new fish doing, Rick? Not yet? I'll let her know, Rick. I said I'll tell her. I'll be like, "Hey, Rick said no peanut. I'm out of here." Both doing awesome? Cool. Right on, right on. So we were thinking about getting some new fish over the holiday weekend, but Samantha had to talk me into saving the money. We have a vacation coming up, so I'm gonna save a little bit of that money. And we have an idea which I think could be very cool. So what we're planning on doing is we're planning on doing a stream from the beach. What would you guys think of that? A California adventure beach stream. Would that be pretty cool or what? Because we're going to Disneyland, so. Yeah, hashtag bunny for peanut. That's right. My Jack Dempsey is so scary. Uh-oh. Is he bullying the other fish around? Beach stream, you think that would be cool? I think it would be so awesome. So the 15th through the 19th, we're going to be going to California. So that week, there's going to be a little bit of a difference on this channel. So we're probably going to take that week off with the Luna content. And we're going to be doing like some updates while we're at Disneyland and that sort of thing. And then I was thinking that we could do like a beach stream on Wednesday. Could be really cool. Oh, he's scared of all the fish. Got it. He gets chased around by the goldfish. Aw. Is he still just a little guy, Rick? That sounds like a young Jack Dempsey. Because he will definitely get his confidence up. I guarantee it. Yeah, I guarantee he'll get his confidence up when he gets grown up. Yeah, so what we're thinking about doing is obviously Monday and Tuesday will be at Disneyland, the park. And then obviously I'll do some like video and so you guys can see that. Kind of like vlog style. And then no Luna content for that week. And then what I'm thinking about doing is Wednesday we'll do the live stream from the beach. And then Sunday, when we get back, we'll do a live stream and we'll do, as Catherine likes to call it, the Luna and Family Variety Show. And we'll tell you guys all about the trip. And I'm sure that Peanut and Samantha will have all kinds of like goodies to show you guys. So that's kind of what the plan is. What do you guys think? He gets chased around by the... Oh, I read that already. Okay, yeah. Electric Blue Jack Dempsey. Yeah, they are awesome. I had one too, and when he was little, he was a little bit of a scaredy cat, but as soon as he grew up and got confident, he was the tank boss. Yeah, Tuesday is definitely the best day. I agree. That's why we planned it. So we got 2 days. We have Monday there and Tuesday. So Monday, I think we're going to do rope drop, meaning we'll get there as early as possible and then spend all day and obviously ride like some of the, like Rise of the Resistance and stuff like that has a longer wait time. You'll try to watch on Wednesday? Awesome, Mano Cheese. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We'll do like a beach stream and it'll just be kind of like a, I don't know, fly by the seat of our pants type stream. So cute, Sailor Miles. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. That is little Miss Luna baby there. Beth Hector has question marks, and I'm not sure what the question marks are. If you don't mind me asking, does anyone in your family have an illness that definitely helps? Yeah, no, we don't. I know exactly what you mean, Rick. Those lines can be crazy. Yeah, those lines are nuts. No, fortunately, we are all in good health. But hopefully on a weekday and all the kids are back in school, so hopefully that week the lines shouldn't be too bad. Salute, old man. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, I am definitely the old man around here. Luna looks very relaxed. Yeah, she's on the verge of falling asleep down there. I guess I have that effect on people. Whoops. There we go. So I was thinking about doing a little bit of a weekly water change here with you guys. I also have a pup cup that I plan on giving to Luna. Pup cup? Luna, are you interested in a pup cup? And I also plan on taking her outside and getting a little bit of time in the play pools. So that was kind of my plan for this stream, guys. What do you think? Can you hang out with me while I do a little bit of a water change? Or is that too boring? Luna, I have a pup cup for you. Luna looks very relaxed. She could be up to her neck in friendly quicksand. I think she is. She's definitely not in emotional quicksand. I'm trying to... There we go. Luna. There we go. You look kind of sad under there, though. You have your new ball. I couldn't imagine why you would be sad. Oh, jeez. There you go, guys. That's the life right there. That is the life. Yeah, so these Sunday streams have really been taking off, Catherine. I like the idea of the Luna and Family variety show. Luna, do you want to go in your play pool for a little bit? Yeah? All right. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take her out. we're gonna take her outside and do a little bit of play pool time. Let me just grab my phone cooler. That weather outside has been crazy. Have you been getting lots of storms, Catherine? All right. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this thing going here. Now, Samantha was saying that she was going to try to pop in and say hi to everybody since she has to be at work. Let's see here. What's going on? Haha! I think we're good. All right. Just gonna try to attach this on the back here so we don't overheat while we're out there. There we go. You ready to go outside, Luna? You ready to go outside? Yeah. All right. Let's go outside. I think she's ready, guys. What do you think? So you'll have to excuse the grass in my backyard. It is very overgrown at the moment. I was going to do a little bit of yard work today, but it is humid. How's the humidity been where you're at, Catherine? In Tucson. Yeah, I'd say she's ready to go, huh? Luna, where's your toy? Did you guys see the short that I put up right before we went live? So she has this one tennis ball. Let me grab it. She has this one tennis ball here that's just hanging on for life. And it's I mean, this thing has definitely seen better days. And I've been debating on throwing it away, and I probably should. But I just think it's hilarious because she's so gentle with it. Like, she really loves this thing. And what happened was, so I put it inside of the play pool there, and it sunk to the bottom. So she had to like dip her face into the water. And it was so funny. Luna, okay, geez. It was so funny. She had to dip her face in there. So I'm going to try to get her to do it again live here. Oh, that's funny, Bo. I think you're right. Yes, she definitely is mistreated over here. Oy vey, 25% humidity. Yeah, that sounds like here. It's brutal. So let me see if I can recreate that, Luna. Hold on, let me make sure. All right. Get in the pool. Come on. Get in the pool. Get in the pool. Get in the pool. Get in the water. What do I gotta do? Get your wubba? Come on. Get in the pool. Go get it. Oh, she still wants this tennis ball, guys. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get it to sink to the bottom. There we go. Yes, she does use the kids' pool to swim. That is Luna's pool, though. Luna has her own play pools. Very hot in Saskatchewan, really? Okay, so see how the ball sinks to the bottom there? It's so funny watching her get her face in there. Luna, get the ball. Get the ball. I'm trying to get her to do it. Luna, get the ball. Oh, she might be getting used to it now. You'll have to go back and watch that short. It was the one from today at noon. Oh, it's so freaking funny. 79 in California and we're dying. Yeah, woo, yo. 79, boy. Must be rough, Rick. I know, she does. I'm going to order her the big bag of tennis balls. Have small fan by my bedside. Is the small fan enough? We need like a gigantic fan over here. It's rainy and cold. Oh, that sounds so nice, man. Oh, cheese. Yes, she is, Peter. She is in a watery quicksand today, I think. And don't mind the grass that needs to be cut. I know, poor Rick. How are you ever going to handle that? Yeah, that's what you said, cat lady, that you got a window AC unit going in there. So you have that and a fan going then? I think, yeah, I'm curious to see what Luna's reaction is going to be. Because I'm going to order it and see what she does. Is your dog crazy for tennis balls too, Rick? Luna, Luna, I know I need to cut the grass, but geez. Yes, I do want to get her the dog face body warmer, Peter. I do want to get her that. Again, though, it's a little warm for that. Take the dog to lake for swim. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes, Catherine. Samantha is at work, and she said that she might pop in on the stream and say hello. And Peanut has a normal day of school today, so I'm gonna be flying solo, guys. Luna, Luna, go play in your pool. Go play in your pool. Come on. Luna, go play in the pool. Yes, I know. I'm all by my lonesome here with Luna. You guys are keeping me company and making sure I don't burn the house down. Come on, get in the pool. Get in the pool. Come on. Luna. Get it. Oh boy. Come on. There we go. She was all playful earlier. What, did you get all played out earlier? Huh? Give me the pool. Come on. Luna. I do have her little bubble maker. Maybe I should get that. No, Luna, come here. Oh yeah. Bust out the old bubble maker. It's too hot to play, yeah. Wash a lot of dishes. Yes, I did wash quite a few dishes. I have to have the kitchen cleaned up before Samantha gets home so I don't get yelled at. And if she's watching, I can hear the eyes rolling. All right. All right. So let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. the bubbles. Get the bubbles, Luna. Oh, there she is. I was wondering if you were in here. How hot is it out here? Look it up for me if you would, Samantha. I'm thinking it's probably 100, 105, 106 with humidity, which is nothing nice. No, you got to do the pool and the bubbles, Luna. They want to see pool and bubbles. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Yeah, exactly. It's a warm one. Good girl. Get the bubbles. Get the bubbles. Get the bubbles. 93. Okay, so it's 60. Ooh, it's 67% humidity. Yuck. I think I'm going to need to dip in the play pool here in a minute. So, Rick, you know how we have the community posts on the page on my YouTube channel now? You can go in there and you can post a picture in the community. So you guys can actually go on there and post pictures of your dogs or your cats or your fish. You should put a picture on there of your Jack Dempsey and let me see it. It's kind of cool. You guys can post now on there too. It's in the, you go to my page and click on community. No, typically it doesn't get that humid here. But like Catherine said, it's kind of like how it is where she's at right now. It's extremely humid because it's like it wants to rain, but it just won't. It's my birthday on the last Sunday of the month. Wow. Happy early birthday, Peter. So we'll have to do a Peter birthday stream if it's on a Sunday. Time to fry an egg, yeah. I probably could. I bet you I probably could. If I went over there in the sun, definitely outside on the asphalt. Put some ice cubes in dog water dish. Well, it is nice and cool inside the house, thankfully, where her water is. But she does get ice cookies. Yes, that's right. Isn't that cool, Rick? So if you go to like the, you know, the home page, like just go to my channel, right? Go to the home page. Then there should be a little tab that says community. And then you can actually make a post on there. Like you could put a picture of your fish, your tank, your vehicles, your dog, you could put whatever you want on there. It's pretty cool. I figured it would be a cool way for all of us in the Luna Pack to be able to share our stuff with each other. So far there's, let's see, 3 posts, I think. 3 posts from you guys on there. Yeah, happy early birthday, Peter. Put new cell phone cord for my cell phone. Was the old cord ruined? And guys, of course, hit that like button for me, please, if you haven't already done so. Luna, are you getting already hot and tired out here? Hmm? I'm going to see if I can get her to go in the pool one more time. Luna, come on. Get in the pool. Yeah, I have a little phone cooler thing running right now on the back of my phone so it doesn't overheat, cat lady. Old cord not charging. That's not good. Yeah, I hope he pops in too. Were you able to see his posts on the community tab, Catherine? And see Harley and Diesel? Cat lady says cool. Literally, right? Literally cool. Luna, you should go in your play pool. Come on. Go get it. Go get it. Get the toy. Good girl. No, haven't seen them. Oh, they're super cute. And then Madalena put Rudy up there. And then Dixie the super dog is on there. They're so cute. Super cute. Oh, new plug and new phone. Wow. That's fancy. That is fancy. Let's see. It's hard reading it with all the periods in there. I got new cell phone cord for my cell phone. I was thinking about getting the one gigantic pool for up here. The one that would take up like all of this space up here. I think that would be kind of cool. What do you guys think? Should I get the massive one for Luna? Then we could probably go in there with her. That would be fun. Well, what do you think, Luna? Should we go back inside? I think I'm actually melting, guys. I am literally melting. Yeah, let's go back inside. Let's go back inside. Whoops. Yeah, I think she would like it too. She'd have a little bit more room to move around. I tried putting her in the adult size pool over there, but yes, I know, wet house. Luna, come on. It was already wet from earlier though, so there wasn't a whole lot I could do about that. There's the famous slippers, guys. The famous orange slippers. The pumpkin slippers, just for Catherine. Luna, where'd you go? Where'd you go? What are you doing, silly? Oh, we should have brought your new ball out there, huh? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Luna, that we should have brought your new ball out there? Huh? Yep. I think that's what she's trying to tell me. Well, you're the one that didn't bring it, Luna. You should have brought it out there. There we go. Jeez. Trying to get everything untangled here. Yeah, but the wet dog is totally worth it. Luna, say, Mom, it's totally worth it. Working on some important paperwork, BJ? Well, thank you for stopping in and saying hi. We just took little Miss Luna out into the play pool for a little bit. And now we're inside because I was melting. How are you doing? Hope everything is well with you. I'm going to have a little bit of a daddy treat here. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. I guess I should have it focused more on the tank there. It's hard to keep Luna on screen when I walk away from the tripod. She follows me. Yeah, you'll have to check it out. It was funny. She got in the pool for a little bit, but okay, you have some deadlines on paperwork. So, what's going on there, Harley? Happy Wednesday to you, my friend. We were wondering if you were going to pop in and say hi. Catherine is here. Oh yeah, the the fish TV. That was hilarious. That Ricky was like, he was hogging Cookie's space in there the whole time, wasn't he? It was interesting to see like how much time he actually spends in there. I was thinking about just doing a little bit of a water change here. Maybe I'll close the blinds in here. Yeah, Ricky was totally hogging Cookie space. Oh boy. Harley. A few more for the surprise box. Nice. Yes, Harley is going above and beyond. I think he's mentioned something for Luna and for Peanut. So, and Peanut has been bugging me for her own Amazon wish list. Now that she's not here, I figured I could talk about it. But what would you guys think about me doing a Peanut Amazon wish list? She's such a good kid, and I think she deserves it. But I was thinking about doing it and not telling her about it. No, Peanut has been in school for about a month now. She typically has early release on Wednesdays, but with this week being a holiday week, she doesn't have it this week. So I am flying solo, BJ. Hi, Joanne. How are you doing? Yes, it did start very early this year. I was surprised at how early school started this year. But what do you guys think about a Peanut Amazon wish list? I was thinking about possibly like putting one up without her knowing and maybe getting a few things on there that I know that she likes, Legos and stuff like that, and then possibly surprising her with it for Christmas. And maybe I could do like a little bit of a stream and kind of let you guys know that it's coming without her knowing that it's coming. You get what I'm saying? Like kind of do it as a surprise, but you guys would know about it. The Luna Pack would know about it. Yeah, Peanuts Christmas wish list. Yeah. Because there was a cool, like, little magician set on there that I saw. Legos, stuff like that. You know, she's a very creative kid. So I was thinking about just putting, like, I mean, little fun, creative ideas that she could do. So, I don't know. Again, it feels weird asking you guys to buy stuff for me, but I think she's just such a great kid, and she deserves it, especially with all the help. She helps out so much with the channel and with Luna. That's an awesome idea, but she might see posts. Surprisingly, Harley, I think I could probably keep it a secret. I'm pretty sure I could keep it a secret from her. She make wish lists for Christmas, yeah. Yeah, all kinds of stuff, BJ. I mean, there's so many ideas. And like on the Amazon wish list that I have on there for Luna, you getting some good face rubs there? So like on Luna's Amazon wish list, I have it set to where people can add things to it. So what I tried to do was put a few really, really cheap things, like $4 or something. I tried to find some things that were really cheap. And then that way, so if somebody, like, let's say, wanted to order something that wasn't on the list, then they could order something. But I think you have to order, it has to be accompanied by something on the list, is the way I understood it anyway. So maybe I could do something like that with Peanut too. Like if somebody wanted to surprise her with something that's not on the, obviously she won't know what's on the list, but yeah, for her magic shows and assistance with Luna, yeah, just all kinds of stuff. Go to Dollar Tree and get her gifts, yeah. We do that sort of thing around here, Cat Lady. We do. I've got to go now, my friends. Well, thank you, Peter. We will see you soon, yes, and please hit that like button if you haven't done so. Itchies? What is, oh, yeah, Luna. LOL, I just came from the dollar stores. Did you? That's funny. Yes, you gotta love dollar stores. Although, are they still dollar stores? I think they're like $2 stores now, aren't they? Yeah, I think they're $2 stores now. $5 stores, yeah. That sounds more like it. Yeah, take care, Peter. All right, and you too, BJ. Take care. I hope not everybody's leaving. Don't be like mysterious person number 3. Hey, there we go. Haley's in here. Everybody say hi to Haley. You have a Dollar Tree and a Dollarama? So I think, yeah, so the 99-cent store is long gone, right? But the Dollar Tree is still a thing. Which one is Dollarama? Samantha knows all about those. I'm not really up on my dollar store game. How are you doing today, Haley? Dollar Tree, Dollar General, yep. Yeah, I don't think we do. Oh, Family Dollar, yep. We used to do Dollar Store Christmas, where kind of like a white elephant gift thing, but for all the adults, it was Dollar Store, and then we would draw a name. It was pretty cool. Those were some tough times financially, but we made it through. Yes, the dog is definitely out. She is she is a tired pup. Uh-oh, guys, I feel all the highs coming back. Well, we did miss you in the chat, Rick. I did kind of notice like you were gone. It's all good though, man. Sam, I wanted to find Halloween stuff for you, but couldn't decide. I think you meant couldn't decide, right? Yes, she is already doing the Halloween hunting, you guys. She is doing the Halloween hunt has begun. So Samantha, I mentioned to everybody us doing a beach stream, and I think everybody said it was a good idea. So we have to do it now. I'm excited. I think it'll be really fun. I'm not sure which beach we will be at, but we will be at a beach. Oh, yeah, the swipe typing. Yeah, as long as the service is good, that's right. Which it should be. I don't think I had any issues in any of the locations. Did we have any bad cell phone signal there? I don't think we did. I don't think we did. I'm just going to do a quick cleaning of the glass here real quick, guys. So, sorry about that, little sweet Luna. Sorry, sweetie. She's like, how dare you? Beach? Yeah, Harley. So, oh, awesome. Okay, I will definitely go take a look, Rick. Yes. Okay. You weren't on your phone much there? Yeah, I know. We aren't on our phones much when we go out on vacations and stuff, which is kind of nice. We actually do kind of get off of the devices for a little bit and enjoy the vacation. But so Harley, the week we're going to be going to um, we're going to be going to Disneyland. It's going to be the week from the 15th to the 19th, and as part of the trip, we're going to be there for a week. So during the trip, while we're there, on Wednesday, when we normally do the live stream here, we will be in California. So I thought, well, why don't we do a stream there? That would be kind of cool. And then Samantha was like, well, Wednesday, we'll probably be at the beach on Wednesday, won't we? And I said, yeah, I think we will. So that's kind of the idea. Go live. Go live from the beach. And then, of course, when we get back that Sunday, we'll do like the Sunday stream like normal. And I'm sure that Peanut and Samantha will have all kinds of swag and everything to show off to everybody when we get back. And we'll do that on the Sunday stream. But yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking. What do you think of that idea? My son and his wife are going to Florida at the same time. Harry Potter at the same time. So they're going the same week then, Harley, that we'll be in California? Looks like I missed a spot here. So that week, I'm actually going to be taking a week off from posting content as well. So during that week, there isn't going to be any Luna content. I'm just gonna kind of take a little bit of a refresh and recharge my batteries and just kind of recharge my creativity, so to speak. I feel like a week off from posting content will do me a little bit of good, just to kind of, you know, just to kind of do like a little bit of a reset, basically mentally, and then I'll have all kinds of cool ideas. One of the surprises is a Disney item. Oh, wow. Well, that will definitely be appreciated in this household. Yes. Yeah, guys, please subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you, Harley. Yeah, so I think it'll be cool. Well, we'll probably give you guys like some like post updates as like when we're in California on the trip. Like I'm sure I won't be able to help myself, but to post a little bit of something, but it won't be like the normal it won't be the normal like Luna shorts 3 times a day and the weekly video. I won't do that week. It'll just be, but like I said, we will do the live stream from the beach, and then we will do the Sunday live stream when we get home. So it should be a lot of fun, and we'll have a lot to catch up on and tell everybody about and all of that stuff. And I'm thinking about making kind of like a Disneyland, like a Disneyland video, vlog video. I don't know what you call those things. Samantha's into all that stuff. No, Harley, Luna is not going with us. This poor little baby is gonna have to stay home. Yep, she's gonna have to stay home. So she's going to have all kinds of food and water and everything here. She'll have access to inside the house and outside of the house. She'll have, we have the cameras up, so we'll be able to monitor the house and be able to see her. And we have family coming by to check on her. So she's going to be in good hands. But we were talking about getting a dog-friendly hotel, or maybe even taking the toy hauler, but it just wasn't in the cards for us this time. But one good thing though, oh yeah, she is going to miss us. Like, She is, yeah. She's not used to being without us for that long. So she's gonna be missing us. She is getting sleepy, huh, Catherine? Luna, you getting so sleepy down there? She probably still has a little bit of wet fur going on, and the air conditioning and the sound of my soothing voice. We don't have a dog sitter. We have friends and family that can come by and check in on her, but not like a legit dog sitter. No. She's pretty comfortable in this house, though. She's lived her whole life here, and she should be okay. She's been left before by herself and did just fine. She's actually a fairly independent dog, which is good. She's not a super needy dog, which is very nice. All right, I'm just gonna set this over here. So I think I can turn this right here and I can see your comments. All I have to do is just kind of get this started here and hopefully not suck up any of my fish. That's the plan anyway. Oh. There we go. Oh, they have. Oh, yours have bad separation anxiety, Harley. So, let me ask you this, Harley. Do your pups have a way to get outside if they need to? Like, can they come inside and outside as they please? Because I know like with Luna, that's a big thing. Like her being able to go inside and go outside. We have a nice big backyard, so she actually does like her like nightly patrol duties and walks around the yard, and she's really good about, obviously she's housebroken, never has any messes in the house, but she's just a really good dog. I don't know what else to say. She's awesome about like not tearing stuff up, you know. Her main thing is fireworks. Fireworks and thunder. She doesn't like thunder. But as far as like, I mean, she's always home alone while we're gone, obviously, during the day. No, gotta let them out. They do have a screen patio door. Okay, so, boy, that is not a flattering angle of me, guys. Woo, that is like old man angle right there. Maybe I don't want you guys to see me on camera. Uh, but they opened the screen patio door by themselves. Oh, okay. So, so, so what? Why don't you have a doggy door? Would it not work where you're at? Because I mean, they're awesome. I feel like they really cut down on anxiety. Just the dog being able to like come in and out as they please, you know. Yeah, Bo was notorious for opening doors. Yeah, he was awesome, Harley. So what made me choose Luna as our dog? That's a good question, Rick. All right. So I'm going to blab here for a minute, guys. Rick just asked me a question that I love to talk about. I love to talk about Luna. Okay, so I guess I would first have to begin with my experience with this breed. And that would be the first Dutch Shepherd that I had. Her name was Betty. So when I adopted Betty from the shelter, it said Staffordshire mix. So at that time, this was years ago, I had no idea. I had no idea what a Dutch Shepherd was back then. I had a Belgian Malinois and I had a German Shepherd, but I had no idea what a Dutch Shepherd was. So Betty was a little puppy, and the pound said that she was a Staffordshire mix. So I'm thinking, okay, she's just like a brindle little pit bull mix, right? That's what I thought I was adopting. Her ears weren't standing up or nothing. So I brought her home, and she was really sick. She almost died. And I had her on some medicine that the vet gave me, because when you adopt the dog from the shelter, they give you like a free vet checkup. So I went to the vet and they gave me this medicine to give her. Well, oh, these fish are like trying to suck up the poop. That's funny. So I put her on the medicine that they gave me, and she would just get sick and throw it up and poop it up and everything. So I finally got her. I finally decided, you know what? I think maybe the medicine is making her sick. So I took her off the medicine, and sure enough, she started to like act like a puppy. She would she would run around and play and everything. Like she wasn't sick anymore. So I think the medicine was making her sick. So time goes by and Betty grows up, and I realized after she was like maybe 6 months old that she was not a Staffordshire mix. Her ears stood up like a shepherd, just like Luna's. She was brindle. She wasn't shaped at all like a pit bull. It was obvious that she was some sort of shepherd. I just didn't know what exactly. So I was at the dog park one time, and somebody came up to me and said, "That is one of the most beautiful Dutch Shepherds that I've ever seen in my life." And I looked at him and said, "Dutch Shepherd? What is that?" And they said, "Oh, you don't know what kind of dog you have?" And I said, "No. I just adopted her from the pound when she was a puppy, and they told me that she was a Staffordshire mix. I had no idea." So I went home after that dog park visit and immediately started researching Dutch Shepherds. And sure enough, like Betty was a specimen of a Dutch Shepherd. That was clearly what she was, not a Staffordshire mix. So that's basically how I fell in love with the breed. And Betty was like one of the best dogs that I've ever had in my life. She was just the most amazing dog. And at the time when she was a full mature adult dog, I figured that her vocabulary was somewhere around 100 words that that dog understood. And so fast forward, I had to put Betty down. Then I adopted Bo. Bo was also from the pound. Bo was he was a mix. He was a Dutch Shepherd, but we think that he was mixed with Greyhound. And so that was 2 shelter dogs in a row. When I decided to get Luna, I made up my mind that, okay, I typically adopt dogs from shelters. That's normally the way that I like to do it. But this time I'm going to be a little bit selfish and I'm going to actually buy a dog from a breeder. So I found a breeder. I looked around and around and around. I found a breeder online, and the breeder said $500 for purebred Dutch Shepherd. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, $500 for a purebred Dutch Shepherd? I have to see this, right? So I called them up. Yes, we have 1 dog left, and it's a female. And I said, okay. And they said, now she's the runt of the litter, so nobody's picked her yet. And I said, that's fine. That's what I want, is the runt of the litter. They said she's a little bit timid and shy, you know, and I said, that sounds perfect. I want to see this dog. And at the time, Luna would have been 8 weeks old. And just making sure you guys are still here. Long story. Okay, so what we decided to do was to go and meet this breeder at the mall. Well, when they walked in, they had Luna like this. So we met them in this large mall here. It's called Arizona Mills Mall. It's like one of the largest malls in the world, I believe, or at least in the United States. It's a huge mall. So when she was holding Luna like this, and all you could just see was like Luna's little head poking out and her little ears standing up. She looked so adorable. And of course, I had the $500 cash on me. So, bam, bam, I gave her the $500, took Luna from her, and we walked outside. Now, little did I know, but Luna was actually really, really skinny, really, really sick, dehydrated, and like on the verge of death. Literally, if we wouldn't have adopted or bought her, they probably would have just let her die. They probably would have just let her die. So after we got her out to the parking lot, I set her down on the ground because we're inside a shopping mall. So I set her down on the ground, and that's when I realized just how sick she really was. There's something stuck in that tube there. When I set her down, that was when I realized just how sick she was, because I couldn't really tell when she was inside of the the lady's arms that was holding on to her. So when we got home, Samantha was like, you better call them and let them know that their dogs are sick, because Luna is like, I mean, you could see like her ribs and everything, her hips. She was like, so, I'm telling you guys, like she was near death. I don't think she would have made it much longer. So we immediately contacted a vet the next day and told them what was going on. And so they said, well, bring her in. So we brought her in, and they looked her over and they said, we're going to have to keep her overnight. They said she has a parasite, and because she's so dehydrated, they said she probably won't make it through the night. So we're going to keep her here overnight on fluids and everything. And that's what they had to do. And they gave us medicine and everything for her. And so she started off as a really, 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 really sick dog when we adopted her. Or I keep saying adopted because that's normally what I do. When we purchased her from that breeder, I tried to contact that breeder and let her know what happened, and I never got any sort of response. No, nothing, not like, oh, thanks for letting us know. No response whatsoever from the breeder. And the ad that they had posted online was completely gone. Everything was gone. So I don't know what happened. I really don't know anything about the people that I purchased her from. I just knew the minute that I saw her that I wanted her. And she spent probably the first month or two on my lap. Peter would have liked this. On my lap, wrapped up in a blanket with her little head poking out because she was still skin and bones and it was cold. This would have been around, like Thanksgiving and Christmas time. She was just a little thing, And yeah, that's how she spent her time, was curled up on my lap. You're tearing up. Yeah, we did save her life, Harley. I know it's kind of a long-winded story, but I just wanted you guys to know like the full backstory to Luna. But in order to understand Luna, you have to understand my background with keeping Dutch Shepherds. So the first one was Betty, was probably a purebred, and I had no idea. The second one was also an adoption dog that was not purebred. And then Luna is the only dog that I myself have purchased. Well, she's the only Dutch Shepherd that I've purchased from a breeder. In my 20s, I purchased a German short-haired pointer from a breeder. And let me tell you, that is not the breed for me. I don't know if any of you guys know anything about German short-haired pointers, but that is a very, very difficult breed. Unless if you're somebody that is an avid hunter and you're literally taking that dog out and running them all day long until they have no energy left in them whatsoever. Those dogs have so much energy. Yeah, Samantha was the one that would give Luna all of her medicine. So I became the fun parent, and Samantha was the parent that had to give her all the medicine. Yep, that's right. No, but Luna still loves you too, Samantha. She still loves her mama. She's definitely a daddy's girl, though, 100%. So I'm not sure if Rick is still here, but Rick was probably thinking, boy, I didn't know that he was going to go off on a story that long. Hey, that's what you get during the live stream, though. You get the real deal here, guys. There's no script during the live stream. You never know what you're going to get. It's a great story. Yeah. I love animals, Harley. All animals. I love them all. Love them all. I'm not a huge snake guy. Like, I would never keep snakes myself, but I love them. They're still God's creatures, right? I think nature is just amazing. But to me, there's nothing better than a dog. The loyalty of a dog, The friendship that you have with a dog, the companionship that you have with a dog, there's nothing better in my opinion. Nothing better. Yeah, and Peanut, we're raising Peanut to be compassionate with animals too. She's really good with dogs and animals in general. How about this? I'm just gonna pick this up so that you guys don't get to keep seeing the top of my head. Hey, Furry Art, how are you doing? Glad you could make it, my friend. Well, wow, that's a trip, Rick. Okay, so is it spelled B-E-A-U or is it spelled B-O? Wow, this camera is not slimming at all, guys. And I've been drinking like the near beers too. And it's still it's still not helping. How's that? Is that better? Yeah, everybody hit that like button for me. I'm trying to see the... It's weird. This cuts off like the last word. LOL near beer. Yeah. Yeah, I got the Heineken Zero rocking over here, Harley. I'm trying to read that last word there, Furry Art. Somebody leaving... Okay, you're going to meet up with your dad. Is your family all doing okay, Furry Art? Are they handling everything? I mean, I know it's definitely not an easy thing to deal with. Been thinking about you, man. Hope everything's going okay with you. I'm going to actually grab another near beer. So, Rick, did you get to hear my long story of why I picked Luna? What would be funny is if you were just asking me why I picked the name Luna. It didn't even dawn on me that that might have been what you were asking me. That's probably all he was asking me. Why did I pick the name Luna? Oh, that's funny. I'm a little slow on the uptake sometimes, guys. All right, I'm back. Let's see here. The dog fixed and she have her shots. So Luna is fixed, yes. Yes, she has all of her shots. When we adopted Luna, she was not fixed and didn't have any of her shots. She was 8 weeks old. So obviously not fixed and no. I mean, I think that the lady told me that she had like her puppy shots or whatever it's called, but she didn't. I don't think she had anything because she was pretty sick. So was the lady that breeded her too. She was pretty sick too. Luna hates the vet. Luna, knock on wood, Luna doesn't have to go to the vet. Luna is a healthy dog. Bo is what the kids named it, but I spell it B-O, yeah. Yeah, I'm not fussing with that E-A-U. Nah, it's B and an O, right? Yep. That was our boy's name, Big Bo. He was over 100 pounds. Like Harley was saying earlier, there's an old video that I posted. I think, Harley, is it called The Cutest Puppy Ever or something like that? You can see pictures. It's kind of like a slideshow. You can see pictures of Luna as a puppy, and you can see Big Brother Bo. And you can also see an Australian Kelpie that we rescued during that time named Toka. She was an awesome dog. That's another breed that That is really cool. The Australian Kelpie. Okay, so you heard the story. You heard me ramble on. That was just for you. I was like, I hope he's here. I hope he's not missing all this. Yeah, I think the seller lied too. I think I think the seller was probably like, I've had a lot of theories about that day because it was really strange. Like, she wanted to meet me inside of the mall. So obviously she didn't want Luna to be on the ground because then I would have really looked at her and seen how skinny she was. And I'm trying to remember, maybe Samantha could help me out here, but I think Luna was actually wrapped up in a little blanket. So I couldn't really see her body, just her little head poking out. I think it might have just been her little head poking out. I don't know. Either way, you couldn't really tell because of the way the lady was like cradling her almost in her arms. And yeah, I've had like a lot of questions like about that because I'm wondering. See, I was thinking that maybe the lady, she either stole the dog and just wanted to make some quick money, or maybe somebody bought Luna from a breeder and she got out, and this lady found her in the neighborhood and realized what it was and thought she could make a quick $500. I've thought about maybe she had, maybe she was a legit breeder and Luna was the last one of the breed and they couldn't afford to take her to the vet, so they just sold her off for quick $500. I don't know. It's so hard to say. Yeah, it's a sweet video, isn't it, Harley? There's a lot of really good memories on that video of the pups. My Bo is about 125. Okay, so he's a big boy too. Now correct me if I'm wrong, is Bo a pit bull? Seller knew Luna wasn't well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she knew. She definitely knew. I think there's no doubt in my mind that, I mean, just the whole thing, like, you're selling a dog. Why do you want to meet somebody inside of a mall? Not in the parking lot. And this would have been early, or no, this would have been, let's see, October 15th is Luna's birthday. So this had to have been like early November. So it wasn't like it was hot outside. We could have easily looked at her outside. And no, Cat Lady Michelle, I did not report the breeder to the cops. All I had basically was a phone number and a Craigslist ad. So no, I didn't report her to the cops. A Roddy, that's what it was. A Roddy, that's right. Either way you come up. Yeah. Either way you're come up. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, as sad as it was to get, spend money and get a dog that's sick, yeah, that sucks. But what we've ended up with as far as an awesome dog in the end, I mean, I think I probably came out ahead, honestly. Because to buy a purebred Dutch Shepherd, you're probably looking at minimum $1,500 to $3,000. And if it's like from a working line, like let's say that it's from one of these breeders that breeds police dogs or military dogs or any type of like service Dutch Shepherd, if it comes from that bloodline, you're talking like 10,000 plus for a dog. So I paid $500, and then I think my vet bills were like about $1,000. So I think ultimately I paid about $1,500 for Luna, and I ended up with an amazing dog. So in the end, yeah, I think it was my come up exactly. I think I lucked out on that one. Bo is a Roddy. Yep. I couldn't remember. For some reason, I was thinking that you had said pit bull, but I remember now. Oh yeah, I haven't told. I don't know if I've told you guys the story of Toka. I think I may have told Catherine about Toka, but I don't know. I don't know. I know I haven't told you, Rick. And Rick, you'll have to go and check out that puppy video of Luna. It's absolutely adorable. Huh. That's a really good question, cat lady. How did I afford that vet bill? That is a good question. So, we had just moved into this house. So basically, our savings was all depleted. And if I remember correctly, I had to put it on credit. Yeah, I had to put it on credit. I didn't have any money saved up. I think the $500 that I spent on Luna was my savings at that time. Yes, Haley, I want to hear a joke. Let's hear it. Peanut's not here, so she was an absolutely adorable puppy, wasn't she, Harley? There's a little bit, and what's really funny about it, and I don't know why, but I could have swore that we took a lot more videos of Luna when she was a puppy, but I guess we didn't. I guess it was mainly just pictures. I wasn't into doing the videos as much, I guess. Yeah, I need to tell you guys the story of Toka, though. That one, oh my goodness. We have some pictures of Toka that would just break your heart if you saw the condition that we found her in. That would have been, I'm telling you, if we would have had the YouTube channel going then and we put that stuff up there, it would have been like viral. She was the rescue dog of rescue dogs. Let me tell you that. Like, people that are into like the rescue dog stories, Toka is probably like, I documented quite a bit of it, but somebody literally left Toka in the desert to die. And she was pregnant with a litter of puppies. And they left her in the middle of nowhere with no water in the summer in the desert. I don't know how somebody could be that cruel. I really don't understand it, guys. Okay, I'll tell you the story about that one, Rick. What do you call a box that took out another box? A box lunch. That's pretty good, Harley. Is that it? I don't know, Haley. What? So do Dutch Shepherds home our June? Okay, I'm not sure what the question is there, Rick. So Dutch Shepherds home are German Shepherds? Takeout box. Hey, you were close, Harley, with the box lunch. You were close. A takeout box. I like it. I like it. So a Dutch Shepherd is actually a descendant of the Belgian Malinois. A lot of people think like, oh, they're just like a German Shepherd. Actually, they're quite different than a German Shepherd. They actually come from a Holland lineage, the Belgian Malinois. So the Belgian Malinois is essentially, the way I understand it is, let me put it this way. A Dutch Shepherd is a brindle Belgian Malinois, if that makes sense. So somewhere along the line, they started getting the brindle, and so the brindle would get bred with another brindle, and so on. And that's how they ended up with the Dutch Shepherd. Now, the German Shepherds, a lot of times the reason why they have a lot of the health problems that they do is because of a lot of inbreeding. With a German Shepherd, there's not as much inbreeding, so I would say that they're a slightly healthier breed than a German Shepherd as a whole. As a whole, I mean, not like you could have a Dutch Shepherd with all the same health problems. I'm not saying that, but like as the breed in a whole, they are healthier in my opinion, or from what I've learned, they're healthier. Are they smaller than German Shepherds? Okay, so actually, when it comes to size, I think they're right around the same size. Now, Luna, I don't know if it's because she was the runt of the litter, like the lady told me, which is probably true because she was very small and still is for a Dutch Shepherd. Or if it's just because she was so sick when she was a puppy and never really got the like nurturing time that she needed. It's hard to say, but typically a female Dutch Shepherd is anywhere from 55 to 75 pounds, and a male Dutch Shepherd can be anywhere from like 75 to 125 pounds. So they can definitely be large dogs, like a German Shepherd. Luna is just a little pocket Dutchie. That's what we call her. Yeah, she's a little pocket Dutchie. And she's just being a sweet little baby over here. Look at her. While I'm talking to you guys, she's just sitting there listening. She's such a good girl. Yeah, let me tell you the story of Toka. I'll tell you guys the story of Toka because Toka needs to have her story told. Toka is probably the sweetest dog that I've ever known. Even sweeter than Luna. I know it's hard to believe that, but she was the sweetest dog that I've ever known. Like it's actually like unfathomable to me what somebody did with Toka. Like I don't understand how people can abuse and neglect dogs to begin with. Like any dog for that matter. But Toka was just such a sweet little baby. Like she was such a sweetheart. So, all right, let me take a sip of this and then I'll try to tell you guys the story without choking up myself. So as some of you guys know, I do construction. I do cultured marble. Well, we had to do 29 showers on one of the Indian reservations here. The Indian reservation was called Toka 29. And so we had to go out there and install cultured marble in 29 showers. Hence the name Toca 29. There was 29 houses in this little subdivision on the reservation in Sells, Arizona. So if you look up Sells, Arizona, there's literally nothing out there. It is like desert as far as you can see. Just hot, blistering hot desert as far as the eye can see. There is literally nothing. So if you wanted to ditch something out there and have it be forgotten for good, that was the place you would go. You could ditch a dog out there and nobody would ever see it again. So my brother and I were out there working. We pulled up to one of these units to install the marble in there. And we pull up and we see this dog, and it's coming around the side of the house, panting and looking at us like, with this look of like, I don't know how else to put it. Like the look that Toca gave us, the look that this dog gave us was like, literally, if you guys don't take me right now, I'm just gonna lay down and die. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Sorry, guys. But that's how she looked at us. And my brother was like, dude, do you see that dog right there? And I was like, yeah, I see the dog. Like, whose dog is that? Like, what's going on, you know? There's nobody out here. And as we're like, you know, and we're sitting in the truck with the air conditioning going, you know, and people are all telling us stories about, oh, there's like dogs on Indian reservations that will attack people and this and that. So we're like a little bit leery of getting out right away. Now, an Australian Kelpie has markings kind of similar to a Rottweiler. They have the black fur with the brown dots above each eye, and they have the brown in the ears and everything. So we weren't really sure what kind of dog this was. I know Rottweilers can definitely handle their own. And we're sitting there in the air conditioning of the truck looking at this dog that is literally like minutes away from giving up. And sorry, I'm trying to not bawl my eyes out, guys. So we get out of the truck and we go over there, and we realize that we need to get this dog some water. It's panting like uncontrollably, like its tongue is like almost pure white. It has nipples hanging down from it. She had just recently given birth to a litter of puppies, we're assuming. Just skin and bones. I mean, this dog was so skinny, like, and at this point I had seen Luna when we already had Bo and Luna at home. So I knew a skinny dog, but I had never seen one this skinny. I mean, you could see you could see her hips, you could see every bone in her face. You could see like she was a skeleton of a dog. Like when they are so thin that their face, like their skeleton is starting to show, that's like the last fat stores that a body has is in the head, right? So we filled up, there was like a little frying pan that was laying on the ground, miraculously laying on the ground out there. So we walked it over to this house. Now this is a house that's under construction. So like she had probably, I don't know if she had been, who knows how long she had been there. Like who knows when the last time she ate or had water or anything. So we filled up this little frying pan and she just like downed the water. Like, you guys have seen a dog that drinks water aggressively. I mean, she drank, we filled it up, and she finally, like, she drank so much water that she just like laid down on the ground. So we poured water on the ground and everything, got the ground all wet. We finished our job. We would go out and check on her and everything and finish our job. We got everything done. So I call Samantha. This is where she comes into the picture. So I call Samantha and I say, so we have a little bit of a problem. And she's like, oh, great. Did you get in an accident? Did you break down? Like, yeah, she's like thinking, oh my gosh, what happened, And I'm like, well, I found a dog. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, I know we have 2 dogs at home, but I'm not leaving this dog out here. Like, and she's like, oh no, absolutely not. Like, no, like, I would be pissed at you if you left that dog out there. She's like, you're bringing that dog home. I'm like, okay. I'm glad that we're on the same page, right? So I open up the door and I can't get Toka to go into the truck. And I'm like, come on, go in here, go in there. So I had like a little Cliff Bar, like the little granola bar thingies. So I opened that up and I threw it in the truck. She literally jumps up into the truck, like probably the last little bit of energy she had, right? Jumps into the back seat of my truck and eats that entire Cliff Bar in one bite. So we get her home. Samantha comes outside. Peanut comes outside. They want to see this dog, They were like just blown away by how skinny she was. Like, they couldn't believe it either. So I tried to get the dog to come into the house. I don't think she had ever been inside of a house before. She would walk up to the threshold of the house and just look in. And she would just look around. She wouldn't step over the threshold. And I kept trying to get her to come in. I was like, come in, come in. She was like trained to not come into the house. This poor dog had probably never been inside of a house her entire life. We finally got her to come inside. I gave her an oatmeal bath. I gave her some food. She laid down on the ground and just put her legs out, like completely just like I have arrived. She was so relaxed. She was just so loving. Like, she would look at you with those big eyes like you're the only thing in the world that matters to her. She was the sweetest dog. And she just loved to be pet and belly rubbed, and she lived for that. So we ended up taking her to a vet because she had some issue going on in her rear end. And the vet told us that, she probably was used maybe to run some sort of puppy mill because she's had multiple pregnancies, and she actually had now Samantha, maybe you could correct me on this, but I think she had like a prolapsed uterus. Am I saying that right? Yeah, prolapse uterus. And they also thought that she may have a cancerous tumor. So we told the vet, go ahead and do whatever you need to do, like give her whatever surgeries you need to do. And, and it's funny because initially our intention was, I'll bring this dog home, I'll get her healthy, I'll take her to the vet, do whatever I need to do, and then I'll put her up for adoption. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to just put her up for adoption, right? You know me, the big foster home over here, like there is no way I could get rid of her. I realized she was just such an awesome dog, you guys. Like I wish that I would have had her. I wish I would have had her longer. She was the sweetest dog. And we tried to ask the vet how old they thought she was because she had really nice, clean teeth. Her teeth were not messed up. Like you would think like an older dog, they get plaque and all that and stuff. And they told us, they said, well, it's really hard for us to tell because when they did the surgery and looked inside, they said she has been she was so malnurtured that her organs actually looked old, but they thought she was younger than she really was. And all of her elbows and everything had she had the big, the big like dry patches of skin. She had never really laid inside of a house before. I don't think she had ever been on a carpeted floor or a tile, the cold tile in the summer that a dog loves, She had never had any of that. It was just unbelievable. Yeah, thanks, Harley. I was trying to not be in tears myself telling this story. Yeah, she had cancer. And what they told us was they said, well, after we remove the tumor and we'll try to cut out all the cancer, there's a chance that it might come back, but there's also a chance that we remove it all and she lives a healthy life. And they did the surgery and she seemed to do fine, but what ultimately started bothering her was all of her joints and hips, and I think it just hurt her to even move around. So we had her for 2 years, and we gave her the best life we could for those 2 years. We completely spoiled her and pampered her, and she had, she was part of a pack, the Luna pack. She had Luna and Bo. She had a good, loving home. She got to experience what that's like, And for you guys that have pets, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, every animal needs to experience that, right? A loving home like that. Yeah, she had arthritis. That's right. I think that's what that last word is right there. Let me see. Oh, maybe if I do it this way. Yes. Well, it says artist. I think you meant arthritis. Yes, she had arthritis, but it was so bad. The arthritis was so bad that it got to the point where she would just kind of hobble along. Like she didn't even want to move. And that's when I made the decision to put her to sleep. And I know that some people feel that that's the wrong way to do it, but honestly, The way we did it was in the home here with the family around her, telling her how awesome she was, and she just went to sleep and went on to the other side. So I thought that that was the best that I could do for that dog. But that's the story of Toka, guys. Thank you, Harley. Yeah, her quality of life was so bad. She didn't even want to move, Harley. Like, that was why I made the decision to do that. You know, and I was thinking, well, I could take her back to the vet, and we had tried giving her all kinds of supplements and, you know, things like we gave her the doggy CBD oil. We tried giving her all the like nutrients, and the vet basically just told us, they said, this dog has lived such a hard life that there's really no way of telling how old she is, but her body is like of a senior dog inside, even though her teeth weren't, because she probably wasn't eating much. The cruel people that did that to her probably weren't feeding her. It was just awful. Yeah, she got to have chocolate before she went over the Rainbow Bridge, guys. She chowed down on some chocolate. That's right. She loved it too. She loved it. Well, thank you guys for letting me share that with you. I know it's a lot, but it actually feels good to get it off my chest and tell you guys about it, because it was pretty heartbreaking. I'm so glad that we got to have her for the time that we did, though. I mean, I can truly tell you that we gave her a good life while we had her. And if we would have had her whole life, she would have been spoiled rotten just like Luna. You know she would have. And I've also thought about getting another Kelpie. Are you guys familiar with that breed at all? I mean, Kelpies are awesome. If you read about them online, like, there's some pretty cool stories about Kelpies. You'd probably like, if you're still here, Rick, you would probably like the Kelpies, because they have kind of a similar look to the Rottie, but they have the ears, big old ears, like a shepherd does. Animals give you such great hellos and love. The hardest is the goodbye. I agree, Harley. I agree. I'm never good at saying goodbye in general, but yeah, especially to a dog. Get German Shepherd dog? So I don't know. Could I bore you guys with one last dog story? I actually did have a German Shepherd before as well. I've had dogs since I was like knee-high to a grasshopper. I didn't have the farm like Harley did, but I've had a lot of dogs. I could tell you my German Shepherd story. I think I actually had I think I actually had a, how do I put this? How do I put this? Mentally challenged German Shepherd. I think I did. Oh, awesome, Samantha. You posted some pictures of Toka. Yeah, guys, you'll have to go and check out Toka. There you go. Okay, Harley was there for it. Yes, we taught it. Yep. Golden Retriever. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just make this story short and sweet for you. So, like I said, I have a lot of experience with dogs, a lot of experience with training dogs, working dogs, all kinds of dogs, right? All the way down to like little wiener dogs that I had when I was a kid. We had one. So I thought it would be cool to get a German Shepherd. So I went down to this guy that I found on, I think I found him on the newspaper of all. I think it was on the newspaper. German Shepherds for sale. German Shepherd puppies for sale. So I went down and took a look, and he had a whole litter of them there, and they were real small. So, and I think at the time, I think I maybe paid $100, $150, something like that. Brought this dog home. I could not teach this dog anything. I couldn't teach it to sit. I couldn't teach it to lay down. I couldn't teach it to not mess in the house. I couldn't teach it anything. Like, nothing would work with this dog. Loud noises didn't work. Spankings didn't work. Yelling didn't work. Nothing you could do would teach this dog at all. Like, nothing. I couldn't do anything at all to get through to this dog. I don't know. Have you guys ever had a dog like that? And this is a German Shepherd. I mean, these are smart dogs. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. Maybe you guys could explain it to me. Have you ever had that type of experience with a dog? I mean, literally nothing. I think I had that dog for a year. I couldn't teach it anything. It chewed up it literally chewed up my entire backyard. It chewed up all the stuff inside of my house. No kind of discipline would work on it. You couldn't even I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't even get it to sit. Yes, slightly special. Harley, that dog made it really hard to love. Let me tell you that. It was really, really hard to love that dog. And then it dawned on me. Dawned on me. This dog just must not be there mentally. So what I ended up doing was I ended up listing this dog on Craigslist as a special needs dog that needed lots of room, lots of area to run, lots of area to explore. And some people that owned property actually messaged me, and they came to buy him. Or no, it was a her. Came to buy her, and I told him, I said, you know what? You have a large, big property. You have a whole pack of dogs. I said, just take her. Just take her. You don't even have to. You don't owe me a dime. And that was it. That was her story. I taught my mom. You taught your mom's cat tricks at 5 months old? Yeah. See, so your cat knew more than this German Shepherd did. Because she didn't know a single trick. Diesel licks everything. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Licky retardo. That's so funny, Harley. So, okay, so Bo did the same thing, and we used to say that he had a liquor problem. But I like Licky retardo better. Yeah, what kind of tricks? I'm curious too. What kind of tricks did you teach the cat lady Michelle? Licky retardo. Luna's kind of like that too, a little bit. But she mainly only likes licking my feet. And Samantha thinks it's gross. Samantha is always like, ooh, gross. I can't believe you let her do that. I'm like, she loves doing it. It's like a special treat for her. What do you mean, let her do it? She would be mad if I didn't let her do it. She'd be like, bring me those toes now. Weirdo. Yeah, see, guys? She calls me a weirdo. You see how it is? You see what I got to put up with around here? Who you call him weirdo? It's just me and my dog. I can't help it if she wants to lick my toes. Oh, shoot. Hey, I'm glad I find myself funny. Back in the 80s, I had a cat trained to fetch, walk on a leash, jump on a chair like a lion. That's pretty cool, Harley. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I have the patience to train a cat. I feel like that would be quite the challenge. What do you use to train a cat? Like, because they don't have the same food drive like a dog or toy drive. Do they have like, you use like catnip or something? Like, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Sorry about that. Trying to get this python off of the sink here. How would you even train a cat? Did I try to hypnotize the dog? Yes. Did you see the short, Rick? I tried to hypnotize Luna with a tennis ball. So there is your answer partly there, cat lady. Samantha is actually heading home from work, and I think my kiddo, the great magician Peanutty, is supposed to be home momentarily. She should be probably walking through the door in about 15 minutes. So you use cat treats to train a cat? Do they actually crave them like a dog does? Where they actually get excited? I guess they do, kind of, right? I mean, we had cats when I was a kid, but I had a cat named Ralph. And whenever he would come over and whenever he would come over to me and want me to pet him, he would go, And it sounded like he was saying Ralph. So that's why we named him Ralph. That's just a little Aaron's Life with Luna the Dutch Shepherd fun fact there for you guys. I'm sure that you were really curious to hear about Ralph. Huh, so you can use is that how you did it too then, Harley? Was yeah. Exactly. Yep. Just like the green face there. That was our joke from back then too. It sounded exactly like what he was saying though. It was a trip. Okay, so when you guys say cat treats, are you talking about like those little like where it comes almost in like the little like here, I think I got one. So like when we had cats when I was a kid, we had like the little container, like I don't remember what they were called, but it was like the little container like this, and you opened it up, and then inside it had like the little cat treat inside of there, and it was kind of like chewy, almost like soft. Do you guys know the ones I'm talking about? Is that what you guys use? Temptations. Okay. I wouldn't even know, like, it's been so long since I've had a cat. I wouldn't even know what treats to get them. Temptations treats. He was more like a dog than a cat. That's kind of cool. Samantha, I think, had a cat that was like that. I think the cat would actually bark too, which is really funny. Or make a sound like it was barking, you know? Luna's just like, oh boy. Here we go. Here we go with the cat talk, Luna. Luna, it's okay. You're still the star. You're still the star of the show, I promise. Luna. She's so patient. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. She is just a sweetie. You know, I really don't know what Luna's reaction would be to a cat, Michelle. I really don't. I mean, I would love to say that Luna would be loving to a cat, but I really doubt it. I don't think owning a cat is in my future as long as I have dogs. Now, I know when you raise them together, it's totally different, but Luna has never really been around a cat. So she would definitely chase. Yeah, she would chase. Oh, that's cool, Harley. So you could say sick 'em and the cat would go after birds. That's funny. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Michelle. Yeah, Luna. So Luna was never really like a huge, um, like she's not really big on like even other dogs. She kind of just she could take it or leave it, you know. Let me try this. I'm gonna try something different here, guys. Actually, how about this? I think I can make kind of a cool little setup here. I have to get a little bit more creative on these vertical streams. But I think we've came a long way since the the horizontal stream days. Wouldn't you say, Harley? We're definitely getting some new friends and members of the Luna Pack in here, which is really cool. And I think the way that everybody's kind of discovered it is because we did the vertical stream. So I can't complain about that. Oh, I'm sure they probably go crazy when they see the squirrel. Oh, if Luna, so Luna has seen squirrels like when we go out camping, and she kind of gives them a little bit of a chase, but then she realizes like, oh yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to catch that. She gives up really quick. Your mom's cat tried to catch a crow? Wow. How did that go for it? I would imagine that the crow could probably catch the cat, right? Is it a really big cat? Only bird he didn't mess with was our cocktail. I'm assuming that means cockatoo, right? I think I know what you mean. Had to open the door for the great Peanutty. So you guys will get to see Peanutty after all. She asked me, she goes, are you guys going to still be streaming when I get home? And I said, I think so. It just depends. But I'm in such good company with you guys here with me that the time is just flying by. And you guys know I totally appreciate you guys. The fact that you decide to spend this time on my stream and interact and listen to my rants and stories and put up with me even with the shaky camera and everything and the horrible jokes. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys rock. So here was my idea. Because I'm kind of liking the fact that I can look at you. It almost feels like a little bit more personal being able to interact with you guys like this. I know it's probably not exactly what you wanted to see. But let's see how it looks. Whoops. Yeah. How do you like that? Now if I could just get Luna over here. Luna, come here. There she is. There she is. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. That way it's not just like a voice coming from a fish tank, you know? You can actually like, I don't know. Let me know. If you don't want to see me and you just want to go back to the tank, I can do that too. Harley's like, put it back on the tank. Hurry, hurry. I just realized that I forgot to move the light. I forgot to move the light back into place. Dog wants to play. I think dog wants to go to sleep. I think dog is like dog is just enjoying the air conditioning right now, Michelle. Oh no. My little towel got dipped into the water back here. Shoot. So I'm trying to do like a little something here with the covering up the back of this tank so that I don't lose any more fish. There we go. The vibrating ball. Yeah. Yeah, I still think she doesn't fully know what to think of that yet, Harley. I don't know, like if I had to give Luna, like let's say I'm the voice for Luna right now, and I'm giving a review of this ball. I'm gonna give you guys Luna's review of the vibrating ball. If I were Luna, I would say it's a pretty fun ball. I like it when my human throws it for me. I just wish my human would stop making it vibrate. When he throws it for me like a normal ball, I really like it. I just wish he would buy me that big old bag of tennis balls that he keeps talking about on my Amazon wish list. That's Luna's review of that ball. I think for a $35 ball, she probably would have been happy with 35 tennis balls. That would have been money well spent. Oh man. I think it's the heat, guys. I'm definitely delirious over here. Now I'm doing the voice of Luna dog toy reviews. Well, I think I hear a Peanutty. Do I hear a little Peanut?
Hi.
Hi. Everybody was asking about you.
Yeah?
Yep. Yep. Everybody was asking about you. Where is Peanut?
School.
I didn't try what, Harley? The vibrating ball?
Did I miss anything?
Well, I told the story of Betty, the story of Luna, the story of Toka, did a water change, took Luna into the play pool, and made fun of myself a little bit, which is normal.
Of course you do.
And
Hi, Harley.
answered a bunch of questions. It's been a really fun stream.
Has it?
Yeah. There hasn't been like a ton of people in here,
Yeah.
but it's been all good people.
Yeah. Is the whole Luna pack on?
Yep.
I do have homework today.
You do have homework?
Yeah, it's math.
So,
But it's not much. It's 3 questions.
okay. Well, maybe we can wait and I'll help you with it, or are you going to try it now? Do you want to come on the stream with me for a little bit?
Yeah, come on.
Hi Music 25.
Ooh.
What is it?
Coming soon.
Oh, there we go.
Purple coming soon.
Purple coming soon. Yes. What could that possibly be? What could it possibly be? Your wife speak? Well, yes, my wife does speak, but my wife is not here.
I'm his daughter.
My child speak. Peanut, you should put on your mic.
I'll be right. I will go grab it.
How are you, Music 25? So Harley, do you guys like seeing the side view of my very svelte body here, or do you want to get a close up of the of the fish. Maybe the great Peanutty could exercise her camera skills and move the tripod. You're all wired up over there now.
B.
Peanutty is in the house, Rick.
So,
how was your day?
good. I had quite a funny day.
Uh-oh. Near beer belly? Yes.
I don't think anyone wants to say
Yes,
that.
it is a near beer, near belly.
Shall I put it to the fish?
Yeah, I think that's Harley's really nice way of saying let's see the fish. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. So this is the Peanutty's camera skills here. I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off. Oh, that's kind of a cool angle. It's like
There you go.
it's kind of like a down tank angle. What do you think of that? Dang, Peanutty has some pretty awesome camera skills. What do you guys think? That's not bad. Whoa, Cookie's being all territorial over there. Cookie is very, very territorial. Wear beer to your dog? I think Luna has actually had a little bit of beer. Back when I used to drink real beer.
Remember when Bo knocked over your real beer and Luna started licking it?
Yeah, that's
She's like-
right. Well, and Bo, Bo
he would
loves
just
beer.
he would just drink it.
Yeah, Bo.
Like he'd knock it over on purpose and then start licking it and drinking it.
That's right. Bo
water.
intentionally knocked it over, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he liked. I'm just getting some of the water spots off. That's actually kind of a cool camera angle. You can see it on my tablet there.
Oh, you're using
I'm
that
using
tablet.
my own tablet.
I was
know.
thinking you were using Mom's tablet.
Look at how fancy I am, guys.
You used your brain.
I used my brain. Yep.
Everyone run. He's using his brain for once.
Normally, I'm only using the brain thinking about what's for lunch, But today I actually thought about something other than food. It was pretty impressive.
Took a look at my pictures on your community. Let me know what you think.
Yes, I will, Rick. Well, actually, you know what? I can do that. I was going to say I can't do that, but I can. I can do that. Because I can do it from my tablet. Duh. Sorry about that. Yeah, so Rick didn't know that they could post on the community. So I'm just going to go here. Home. Let's see here. Uh-oh, I don't know if I can do it. Post. I'm trying to see it here, Rick. Hold on. It's weird. I'm on here on my tablet, and it's not showing me. Maybe I need to go. Let me see here. Let me try one other thing. Let me try going to the website.
Music25 asked, do you clean your plasma TV?
Do I what?
Do you clean the Plaza TV?
Do I clean
Do you clean the TV? We don't clean the TV as much. Plasma, is that Plazma?
Do I clean my plasma TV?
We don't really clean the TV, do we? I mean, I guess we dust it off when we do like dusting.
View my channel. It's not letting me see it on here, Rick. This is really strange.
Wow.
This is really, really strange, guys. So like, so check this out, Rick. So like, if I go to the thing, like normally I click on posts right there. And normally it shows it. It's just saying scheduled, archived, but there's no community thing. And isn't that weird? That's so weird. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, everybody's gone.
What, fish? Or in
No,
the...
nobody's here. I get maybe they're all looking.
Probably.
You want to read comments for me for a minute?
Yeah.
Or respond?
Huh, that is weird. It went down to 0 and then it went back up to 7 and then down to 6. Is there any questions I can try to answer because my dad is doing something? I don't know what. Yeah, maybe. They're probably looking. On my dad's phone it says 7. On the tablet,
What happened?
so apparently on their end it says 10, but on here, when I last checked, it was 7.
10 what?
10 people on.
It like dropped to 2.
And then when you went in
Yeah, that
there,
was weird.
it went to
Let
0.
me try something here.
It went down to 0, and then it went back up to 7, then to 6, and now 8.
Very strange. Is Rick still here?
Yeah.
Did he see what I showed on my tablet?
Hi, Cat Lady Michelle. Rick, did you see what my dad showed on the tablet?
Yeah, it was like,
And now it says 4 on this end, and Rick's saying it says 7. What does it say on the tablet?
I'm powering up my old phone. So I'm going to actually go to the YouTube app on my phone and see if I can see your boy Bo here.
I could show him a picture of Bo.
No, Rick has a bow.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna see his Rottweiler bow. All right, let's try looking on here. Aha! Look at that. Visit community. So it looks like it works on the phone. Ah, okay. So do you guys see Toka there?
wait.
There's our Toka baby.
Oh, I'm like,
Samantha posted Toka. Did you see her, Rick? All right.
I miss Toka.
Newest.
Is there a picture?
I'm not seeing Bo.
Is there a picture of our
Rick?
Bo?
No, there's no picture of Bo, but I told I told Rick how to do it. I'm not seeing your Roddy.
School was good, thank you.
She did not want to go back to school after having Monday off, though.
And Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. You had Monday and Tuesday.
It's Wednesday, you gotta remember that. Just because I wasn't at the house Tuesday doesn't mean I didn't have it off.
Yeah, so
I so did not want to go back to
so
school.
if I go to the community tab, I got newest here. I'm just showing there's Toka. Toka living her best life, Toka and Luna. There's that silly Toka face. Oh, okay, you never press the post button. All right.
That's almost like me when I'm texting. I never press the
Let
send
me
button.
see here. Let me see here. There we go. Now I see him. Oh, he is a big boy.
I want to see.
He is a big boy.
Oh, he's so cute. I want him.
There he is.
He's such a cutie.
So he's got some big old jowls on him. Does he drool a lot? I know a lot of those Rotties will drool. Yeah, so those pictures of Toka that you're seeing there, that is her after she gained all of her weight and is a healthy weight. So you can see she definitely there's her next to Luna. You can see she really filled in. Sweet baby. The colorings remind me of a Roddy a little bit, though. No, he definitely does not drool too much. That's good. Yeah.
So I'm going to show you guys a picture of Bo with baby Luna.
Yeah, there you go, Rick. Here, I'll hold it for you.
Okay.
That's Bo and baby Luna. You see that, Rick? That's good, yeah. Oh, yeah. Show them that. Check that out. That's a really tiny little Luna baby.
Oops, my hand's a little shaky right now.
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was the little Luna with Big Brother Bo. That's so funny that we both have a dog named Bo. Yeah, she was really tiny.
You want to show him that one? My hand's all shaky.
Yeah, this is one of the funny pictures of our Bo. This is a classic right here.
I still have Bo's collar.
We always called that the Yoda ears, because look at those ears. Oh man, my hand is a little bit shaky too.
I'm hungry, so I'm like.
No, I didn't see your new fish. Are they on there too? All right, hold on. Let me go back.
That's Bo next to his Christmas present.
Visit community. Okay. Did you put them on there? Newest. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah. Yep. I see him.
That's a pretty fish.
Fish must see puppy. Yes, ma'am, Jessica. Well, you want to see puppy? There is our old puppy. She's an 8-year-old puppy.
Should I pull up the picture so Jessica can see?
Yeah, Jessica, do you want to see Luna as a puppy? Yeah, so that is a fairly young Jack Dempsey then. I mean, he's not juvenile, but he is young. Awesome, Jessica. Yeah, so we're doing our Wednesday Hangout stream. So you're more than welcome to hang out with us and chat along with us and hit the like button with us and have a good time. Luna is not sure if she wants to go outside or not, though.
How many pictures do I have?
You have 2 cats? Awesome.
I call them Kit Kat bars.
I have Kit Kat bars. So do you have any dogs or fish? Just the 2 cats?
Oh, here's a funny one.
Yeah, I see him, Rick.
Here, you want to show that one?
Oh yeah, this right here is a classic, guys.
I'd show it sideways so you can
Look at this one. So that is how Luna and Bo used to like to sleep. Now, that isn't quite puppy Luna. That's
tap the screen.
So that would be her, like, you know, she's starting to grow up a little bit there because you can see the size.
What happened to Bo? Should I?
We put him down. We put him down as well, Rick.
Yeah.
He was 14 years old.
15. He was
14
15.
or 15 years old, and he basically just kind of lost his will to live, honestly.
I miss him.
Yeah, he didn't want to eat, didn't want to play, didn't want to move, didn't want to do anything. And the vet basically just said, there's really not a whole lot we can do for him at this point in his life. He probably has cancer of some sort, and there's really nothing you can do at that point. So no dogs, no fish, and had scorpions and a snake.
I want a scorpion.
But currently just 2 cats. One is a Norwegian forest cat. Oh, wow. That sounds pretty cool.
Right.
That sounds awesome.
This is him with your sunglasses on, isn't it?
Yeah. Here's Bo with his sunglasses on. So, yeah. I was just going to say it, Harley. You said it for me. So, Jessica, if you're new to the channel, we have a thing called the Luna Pack. It's part of our community page. So on my channel, just click where it says community, and you can share pictures of your animals on there. So you can go on there and post. It's really cool. So let me just show you here really quick. So you're just going to go to the channel, hit visit community, and you'll be able to post. You'll be able to post like pictures of your dog or your pets. There's Rudy saying hi to the Luna Pack. It's a lot of fun. There's Dixie, the super dog. But yeah. So Jessica says, bark scorpions are best for beginners, Peanut.
Ooh. I'd name it Barky.
Yeah, we actually do have quite a few scorpions here in Arizona. There's a lot of scorpions in Arizona.
Cookie hasn't noticed him under the rock with him.
Cookie tolerates...
Is that OJ or is that Vlad?
I think that's OJ.
No, I think OJ's the one with all the spots. I think, wasn't that Vlad? Or is Vlad the big one?
Yeah, you don't take scorpions out of the natural habitat, but here in Arizona, people will go out with a black light and find them. It's kind of like a treasure hunt. People do it for fun. They don't take them, they just find them and watch them. Yeah, I'm not sure. You may have misunderstood what he was talking about. He just means to go and find them, not take them home. Yeah. Yeah, not like catch it and bring it home. Yeah. It's all good. Just wanted to make sure that you understood what he was saying.
Can I show him something?
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of scorpions, you may need to turn on a light for this one. Or I can use my phone.
I can turn the light on for a second.
Okay. Yeah, you'll need it.
All right, hold
I
on.
can't really see him.
All right, just
I can't really see him. So
maybe you guys can see this here.
it's a little scorpion
Here.
in
I'll hold it.
resin. I named him Spot because he has a little black spot on his back.
Oops, if I could get it to focus. If it'll maybe focus. Can you see that?
Yeah, you can see it on the tablet.
Could you guys see that? Yeah. You got that from somebody at work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was one that he had in his house, I think. So my mom was stung by a scorpion years ago, and it really messed her up bad. I feel like I should probably do like a little bit of like freehand with the fish. So Rick, were you able to see the time-lapse video that I did of the fish tank? The scorpions I had was African black rock scorpions. Don't recommend. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Are they, why would you not recommend? Are they just really difficult to keep or aggressive to each other, or is it a difficulty thing? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you guys will have to let me know what you think. I think it turned out okay. I think I can do better though. I'm going to do better on the next one. It was cool. I need to figure out a way where I can really get the good lighting to pop and everything. I don't know. I want to do some experimenting with it though. And it was on the GoPro. I feel like the picture quality of this phone is way better than the GoPro. But yeah, check it out and let me know what you think. Keychain, yep. It's a little scorpion keychain. So difficulty issues, I understand that. Yep, you can have that with fish keeping as well. I'm going to do a little freehand, guys. Then I feel like I can get a little bit better. Ugh. I probably should have grabbed the chair before grabbing the phone. All right. Then I can give you some close-up views here. Yeah, these fish can be difficult to keep as well. These are African cichlids, Jessica, so I understand about some species are definitely more difficult than others. These have a lot of aggression issues with other fish. You pretty much need to keep only African cichlids or other fish that are very strong.
Did I miss anything?
Nope. That was a lil scorpion. Yep. So, wow, you had a friend get stung by one while in combat training. Ouch. I bet that was the end of the combat training for a little bit, right? You're afraid of spiders, cat lady? Okay.
I dropped.
So, a week off.
Week off.
Oh, it's all good, Rick. I'm not a stickler on that. As if I can understand it or decipher it, we're all good, man. I'll use my decoder ring.
Decoder ring is not really.
So no, this is actually a freshwater tank. The vibrant colors that you're seeing from this fish right here, this is called a dragon blood. It's an African cichlid native to Lake Malawi in Africa. And basically, these are some of the most colorful freshwater fish that you'll find in the hobby are African cichlids. That's why I like keeping them. There's such an array of different types of colors that you can get. You can go all the way from like a really deep regal blue like this to like a bright fiery orange. And they're freshwater, so they're easier to keep than salt. The thing that's challenging with these fish is they're very aggressive, they're very territorial, and they basically thrive in African cichlid only tanks. So there's another one there, that's a zebra obliquidens. You can see kind of the cool zebra pattern on the body with the bright yellow and red. They are naturally colorful. If you look up online, you can actually see them in the wild. There's people that actually go to Lake Malawi and they scuba dive and they get video footage of them in nature. Now, there are some that are selectively bred, but for the most part, there's a lot of different color variations in the wild. Never thing, pinchers and sting tail. I really need my decoder ring on that one, Cat Lady Michelle. Is it related to a Dempsey? No. No, these are not related to a Jack Dempsey at all. A Jack Dempsey is a Central American cichlid.
I think Cat Lady Michelle said I never seen pinchers and stingrays and.
Oh, I think Peanut is coming through for the decoder ring. So you never see things like that in Saskatchewan. I think that's what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the blue one, So when it comes to African cichlids, they're basically split into several categories. So you have what's called peacocks, which is what this blue one is. Same with that one. Same with that one. These are all peacocks. Then you also have another category, which is haps. It stands for haplochromis. So that's what that big boy right there, he's an old haplochromis. Now there's different variations of haps, just like there's different variations of peacocks. So you could have a blue peacock, you could have an albino, a Taiwan, that one's called an albino Taiwan reef. You could have an orange blotch like that. So those would all be peacocks. So that would be like a category. And then each individual species is then tagged and labeled with a name, right? Now these all have like scientific names, but that's just, people will just, like they'll call him a blue regal. His scientific name is escaping me at the moment. And then there's the same thing with haps. There's different variations of haps.
Mom's home.
Well, thank you so much, Jessica. Now this guy right here, Ricky, the orange fish right there, that's a blood parrot. That fish is normally not supposed to be in an African cichlid tank. Oh no, what happened with Jax, guys? He started whimpering after playing hard this morning. After his 60-minute park run, he jumped too high. Oh no! Did you take him to the vet, Jerry? Yes, they are all cichlids, Harley. All of these fish are cichlids, even the blood parrot. Now, a blood parrot, this one back here, Jessica, Ricky, the blood parrot back there, he is a very large, old fish. Now that species of fish is not naturally occurring in nature. That guy right there. Dog is barking at mommy being home.
Hello.
Well, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Samantha is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
He needs to rest. He's been on the bed all day. He's taking a break. Yeah. He's probably going to have to take a little bit of a break. I hope he heals up. Did they give you any sort of like medicine or anything, or is he in pain when he's not moving, or is it only when he's moving? Jack's hurt himself, bub.
Oh no.
Yep, you called it, Harley. It was Mama. Thank you, Roberto. Cool tank, cool fish. Awesome.
How did Jack hurt himself?
Slightly clouded eyes normal. I should not have any fish in here with clouded eyes. Clouded eyes is not normal. Clouded eyes is typical. I think you're seeing the glass. Yeah. His eyes are not cloudy. I think it's just the lighting. Let me see. They do look kind of clouded though, don't they? It doesn't in person. It might be the lighting because he's so far back in the tank. I'm trying to get it to focus on him. I think it's just a little bit out of focus. Yeah. You don't want to see cloudy eye in a fish. When they do have cloudy eyes, it can typically mean an eye injury, but it can also mean poor water conditions. But what you'll see if you have a fish that has cloudy eyes, if it's just one of them, it can just be like a little bit of a scrape on an eye that can cause that. But if all the fish in a tank have cloudy eyes, then you really need to start thinking, wow, what's going on? Like maybe my water conditions are bad. Here he comes. Here he comes. Yeah. See, his eyes aren't cloudy. They're just big. What do you consider more aggressive? Central American, African, or Jack Dempsey? Africans. By far. Hands down, I would consider Africans to be the most aggressive. Okay. Okay, Jerry. How often do I do water changes? Okay, so water changes are dependent on each person's setup, filtration, and the amount of fish that they have in there. So mine is going to be different than the next guy's, and so on. On this tank, this is a 120-gallon tank. To keep my water really nice and my nitrates low to where my fish are thriving and healthy, I would do a 25 to 50% water change once a week. Now, that is like best case scenario. Meaning that if I skip a week, it's not going to be the end of the world. I've even gone a month before and everybody was fine. So the size of this tank helps a lot. The fact that it's 120 gallons and that the stocking level isn't really high. Now, if I had like a ton of big fish in here that were pooping a lot, then obviously I would need to do water changes more frequently. But I could probably get away with changing my water once a month in here and still be fine. But ideally, I like to do it once a week. And this is Cookie. He's a Synodontis catfish. Still from the same lake as the African cichlids. He is an African catfish. Oh, Ricky's coming in for his close-up again.
I'm gonna start dinner.
Now that I'm looking at him, he does kind of have a little bit of a cloudy eye on that one side.
He is also really old.
He is really old, yeah. But it's just that one side. So maybe he did graze a rock or something with it.
Well, with the way he tries to squeeze himself into places he does not fit, it would not be surprising.
That's true. He is like, he may be old, but don't count out Ricky. He will definitely get himself, he will wedge himself down inside of there. You see that little space, that little cave down in there? He will squeeze his big old body down in there, sideways. Okay, yeah, Rick, exactly. Well, there's not 17 anymore, but if you guys are new to the chat or to the stream, please hit that like button for me. Do you use special distilled water or just sink water? Okay, so I am on city water here, and that's the water that I use in this tank. African cichlids, they like hard water, so meaning a high pH, and our water here is very hard. It has a high pH. So I'm in luck. I'm actually in a really good situation to keep these fish because they like hard water, and that's what we have. So I use tap water right out of the sink. I actually did a water change during this stream earlier. So you can go back and watch the replay and see me doing the water change. I don't know if that would be interesting to you, but you can definitely check it out. What I use though is I don't just use straight tap water. Let me grab it here really quick. I use this stuff right here. It's called Safe. So this stuff right here is the best bang for the buck. I mean, you can see right there, $14.99 is what I paid for this. And here's my whole hand, just to give you an idea. So you're probably thinking, well, that's not all that much. This is powder form. So I just use this little 1/4 teaspoon thing here. And to treat this entire tank, like all of the water, the entire tank would be 3 of these. So if I do a water change, I just put in 3 no matter what. I mean, technically you're just treating the water that you're adding to the tank, so I probably wouldn't even need to use 3. But so for that $15, I couldn't even tell you how many gallons of, I mean, it would treat so many gallons of water. Lots and lots of water changes. Where did Jack Dempsey's come from? Okay, so you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, Rick, but aren't Jack Dempsey's Central American? They're either South or Central. I can't remember. I can't remember. Anything with animal husbandry is interesting. Yeah. Awesome. Well, and it's always good to expand your knowledge too, right? Like hopefully I'm teaching you some stuff that you didn't know. Okay, Central American, yep. The Jack Dempsey that I had was really cool. They're awesome fish. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. Now, I don't know if they're native to Mexico and Honduras, though, are they? That's awesome. So I was considering actually getting out of this hobby. I've been into the fish keeping for, man, nearly probably nearly a decade almost. I've been keeping fish. And this large tank here is the last of our fish tanks. At one point we had, what, 5 up and running?
4.
4?
Yeah, 3 big ones in a hospital.
Oh, that's right. We had 3, okay.
Well,
3 big tanks and a hospital tank running. And we just kind of slowly, the stock of the tanks slowly started aging out and fish started dying, you know, and getting old and passing away. So I was really debating on if I wanted to stay in the hobby at all, honestly. And this tank was just sitting here, not empty. So that Malawi thick lips right there, and then the big blood parrot and this catfish are the oldest fish in here. So we just kind of decided, well, I kind of decided, I'm going to go ahead and start putting fish back in here.
it was definitely on a whim.
Yeah, I just decided to do it, and I'm glad that I did, because after kind of taking some time off, and I'm kind of getting a new spice for it. And what's up, Weird Tigey? Here is the dog right here. Here is the star of the show. So Jessica, I'm not sure if you know this, but this is Luna the Dutch Shepherd, and she is the star of our channel. You had about 20 tanks. You did have the zoo, Harley.
I'm gonna have one.
You did have the zoo. Okay, hospital tank.
Try. Yeah.
Hospital tank. That's a good question. I did throw that little nugget in there, didn't I? Okay, so I probably should and will get a hospital tank running again. So what a hospital tank is, typically people will use a small tank, like let's say maybe like a 15, 25 gallon, maybe a 20 gallon, some type of small tank. And what they'll do is they will keep the water really warm in that tank, kind of like you would in a hospital, right? And if you have a fish that's kind of banged up, you know, whether it's from fighting with other fish, or maybe he ran into a decoration and got himself injured, and now the other fish are bullying him. Or maybe you have a fish that has some sort of disease or something, or sickness. You want to get them out of that tank as soon as possible and get them somewhere safe, like a hospital tank, a recovery tank. Yep, just like Harley said. So what you'll do is you'll have like a little hospital tank set up. And if anyone gets sick or injured, you put them in there. And it's also a smaller body of water to treat if you need to put medicine in the water. So, excuse me. So if you have like, let's say like this tank, for instance, 120 gallon tank, right? This would be a lot of water to treat if I wanted to put medicine in here. But if I had a little 10 gallon or 15 gallon, it wouldn't cost much to treat that, right? It wouldn't take very much medicine at all. And I can isolate the sick fish from the general population. And also if he's like getting bullied and stuff, because fish will pick on the weaker fish. So if he's getting bullied, it just gets him away from everybody and kind of gives him some chance to recover. So hope that makes sense. If you give up your tank, you'll regret not having at least one tank. There are so many calming and great just to chill and watch them do their thing. Exactly. Yep, exactly, Roberto. I would have totally regretted giving up this tank. Yep. I'm glad that I didn't. And honestly, I'm enjoying the way it's coming along. Just had one casualty so far with all of the new fish, and everything's going good. And one more thing on that hospital tank. Let me just read Rick's comment here real quick. Oh no. Okay. So you lost your catfish to ick. Yep. Ick is a horrible, horrible fish disease. You do not want to get ick in a tank. It's very difficult to get rid of it, and it can spread really fast to your other fish. So if you see white spots on one of your fish, get them out of there and into a hospital tank immediately. And then keep an eye on the other fish. If the other fish are showing any signs of it, you're going to have to treat the whole tank. Yeah, there's just no getting around it. And I think they make this stuff, it's like a blue chemical that you put in the water and it turns your water completely blue. I've also heard of people using salt. I don't know if the salt really actually works or not. I've never had to do it. I think it's called like ethylene blue or something like that you put in there to treat ick, but it is icky. Let me tell you that. Yeah, pardon the fish keeping joke. Yes, R.I.P. Whiskers. Yeah, methylene blue. There we go. That's it. That's the stuff. Are the fish? Are the fish you have now your favorite, or did you have an all-time favorite? These are my all-time favorite, yes. I've kept South and Central American cichlids. I've had community fish, like such as like mollies, gouramis, Jack Dempsey's, tetras, neon tetras, black skirt tetras. And then once I started keeping African cichlids, I was just in love and haven't looked back. That's all I keep now. How's your red empress? He is doing good. He's been colored down lately though, because I think he's getting challenged by Bluey down here. You can see how blue he is. He's definitely showing dominance, and since they're about the same size, I think the red empress is just colored down. Yeah, he's colored down. He's like almost being submissive. So African cichlids, Jessica, they can show their mood. I guess all fish really can show their mood and their health by their coloring. So if they're not feeling so hot, they'll actually lose color. They call it colored down. And if they're feeling really dominant, their colors will get darker and more prominent. Oh, so one last thing on the hospital tank idea as well. What people will also call it is a quarantine tank. So when I say quarantine tank, that can also mean not only a fish that you're taking out to quarantine away from the other fish, you know, like we were discussing earlier about like if it's injured or sick or bullied or something, but also new fish. So let's say you just bought a fish from the fish store and you're not sure what kind of water it's been in, what kind of diseases it might be carrying. You just don't know, right? You're rolling the dice. So you're bringing home the new fish, and now you're going to put it into your tank with all of your beautiful specimens like that blue one right there. You don't want to risk getting all of your fish sick. So you'll put it into that quarantine tank or that hospital tank and keep them there for like, let's say a couple weeks or a month, and just keep an eye on him. Make sure, is he eating? Is he swimming around? You know, is he showing good health, or is he just kind of like hiding in the corner scared? It's also going to allow the fish to get comfortable with your water and your water parameters and you and just everything. It's really a good way of doing it, honestly. But I haven't done that since I restarted stocking this tank. Like I said, this is the only tank that I have. So I was thinking about maybe starting up a hospital tank and kind of showing you guys like the steps of like setting up a new tank and how to cycle a tank. Because there's also another thing we didn't talk about, Jessica, which is the cycling of a new tank. You can't just buy a new tank, fill it with water, and throw fish in there. They'll die. I don't know if you answered this, but would you recommend putting an African cichlid in the tank with my Dragon Blood and Jack Dempsey? Well, you want to know something, Rick? I've done it. That was how I transitioned into African cichlids, was while I had a Jack Dempsey. So if you're going to do that, this would be my recommendation. Make sure that the African cichlid that you get is slightly smaller than your Jack Dempsey. Number one. Number two, I would stick to peacocks. Don't put any haps in there. So like any of these little peacocks, like that guy or these OBs. OBs are really cool because you can get them in all sorts of different varieties of colors. They're pretty peaceful fish. They're peaceful, but yet if your Jack Dempsey gets loud with them, they will be able to roll with it. You know what I mean? Like a peacock will be able to hold its own, but they're not super aggressive just to be aggressive. Does that make sense? If you have anything that's really small in that tank though, like mollies or tetras, they'll probably end up dying. They will most likely get killed by the peacock. Although we did have those black skirt tetras that lived with African cichlids.
Yeah, then they just randomly started disappearing.
There's that zebra. Do I also breed fish, or is it an if it happens thing? Man, okay, so Jessica gets the golden star for the awesome questions, guys. Thank you so much for your awesome questions. Like, I enjoy talking about this and I enjoy like teaching about this. So your questions are awesome. So no, I do not breed fish. All of the fish that you see in this tank are males. So you might be asking yourself, well, that seems a little bit chauvinist, right? Like, why does this guy only have male fish? Like, what's his deal with women? Well, in the African cichlid world, the females have no color. They are literally gray and drab looking. So I would not be able to tell the difference between, let's say, a blue regal peacock or a Taiwan reef or a bicolor, a sunshine, a dragon blood. All the females would be the same color, gray and drab looking. So the only time you're going to get colors is in a male. Now this being a display tank, meaning I want it to be as colorful and vibrant as possible, is obviously going to only have males. Now, I did one time, I purchased some fish and it was supposed to be a group of guaranteed males. Guaranteed males, right? And they were small, young, juvenile fish. So you couldn't really tell if they were starting to show color or not. And one of them ended up being a female. So it does happen sometimes. And I did have a group of baby fish, but the adults ate them. Nature did what nature does, and they all got eaten. The fantail guppies are beautiful. Yes, guppy tanks are really cool too. Guppy tanks are awesome. There's a guy named Corey at Aquarium Co-op that has awesome guppies. The Red Empress is a hap. But you know what, Rick? As much as you want a Red Empress, I think you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Of the Haplochromis, the Red Empress is probably the most chill out of all of them. That's why I have one in here. You'll be all right. It's basically a peacock, in my opinion. But like, I would stay away from like, I wouldn't put like a big old Malawi Joe in there. You know, like he's just so old that he doesn't care anymore. But when he was younger, he probably would have been chasing all of these guys around in here. He's also scared of Ricky, which is convenient because it's the two of them that are struggling for dominance. Ricky is the tank boss in here. I can't put anything in my tank. They'll get mauled by my convicts. Yeah, convicts can definitely be little terrorists. That's what I call them, Harley, is little terrorists. They will kill like anything in your tank, for sure. That's why I quit keeping them. And like birds, male birds are the showy ones. Yep. My conviction
Men always fight over women in nature.
we're the first to get killed.
Yep.
Yeah, You can keep convicts with Africans, though. I bet you these would hold their own against the convicts.
Longer, Peanut.
That's why we work in the kitchen.
Yeah, sometimes in humans too. I don't know. I think in humans the females got all the looks, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, you saw it earlier when I was on camera, Harley and Rick. You saw it. See, Jessica is new to the channel, so she doesn't know what I look like. Where do you recommend getting decent quality fish? That's a good question too. So, now this is just going to be my opinion and my advice on this, but I always recommend trying to get fish from a local fish store. It has a lot of benefits. Number one, if it's local to you, you know that those fish are most likely being kept in the same water that comes out of the tap at your house. Number two, you get to see the fish close and in person versus ordering online. Also, you're supporting a local business, which is awesome, especially if it's a small local business. I'm not completely against buying fish from like a PetSmart or something. I'm not trying to be anti-box store. But if you can purchase from a small business, 1,000,000 times over, I would recommend doing that. You're going to get better fish. You're going to support somebody who's, excited about the hobby like you are, and not somebody that's just showing up for a paycheck. So try to find a really cool local fish store. Like, look it up. I mean, they're in almost every city, in almost every state, in every country even. Like, I've seen small local fish store people like online on YouTube here that have cool fish stores all over the world. Yeah, small fish stores, 100%. Now, the only thing that I would say that you got to be careful of, okay, they're fighting, guys. Check this out.
Okay.
So, you're going to see a little bit of struggle over dominance here. So, I was saying how they can be aggressive. They can definitely be aggressive. Now, one thing you want to be careful of with your local fish store is just make sure that they really do care. Like, make sure that your assumptions about them are true. That they actually are in this business because they like fish. That they're actually in whatever, whether it's snakes, birds, scorpions, whatever it is. Make sure that they're in that business because they like keeping it, that they're hobbyists. Like you are. Then give them all the business you can. And if they're good and they have good quality fish, tell everybody about them. Recommend them. All of that stuff. Big box stores don't have the dedication to taking care of fish. No, not at all. And when Walmart used to carry fish, it was really sad. It was really depressing to walk in there. Those fish just all looked like they were dying, honestly. They were just dying a slow death. And then the people that probably purchased them brought them home and they died. And then that person never kept fish again. So not only did the fish die, but it also probably ruined somebody's, dreams of being a fish keeper. Because they're not easy in the beginning. If I get into a fish hobby, I would rather have a small store because the people are way more knowledgeable than the people who are just selling things at a box store. Yep, exactly. And it's nothing against the people in the box store. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash on them. I'm just saying like let's say that this was my business, breeding and selling fish. That I would care so much about it versus some 17-year-old working at PetSmart that is just like hoping that they can go on break and text their friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing against them. I was 17 once waiting to go on break. But it's a far different experience than the small fish store or any animal store. Lizards, birds, reptiles, whatever. Anybody that's a hobbyist, that's who you want to buy from. Parrotfish can hold their own as well. Yes, parrotfish can. The only thing you got to remember about a parrotfish is they can't close their mouth all the way. So, yes, Ricky is big and bold, but he can't close his mouth all the way. So the way that fish actually fight, I'm not talking about just chasing each other, but the way they truly fight, like fisticuffs, is they actually lock lips and then they try and rip the other one's mouth. So technically Ricky can't fight because he can't close his mouth. That would be like a big guy that can't throw a punch. Like, yeah, he could intimidate you and maybe even push you around and knock you to the ground with his body, but he can't throw a punch. So you always need to remember that when it comes to a parrotfish. A blood parrot. And sometimes people get them mixed up with a red devil. That is not the same fish. Those fish are mean. And those fish do know how to fight. You don't want to mess with a red devil fish. Yeah, gummed to death. You are great at asking questions, Jessica. I appreciate it. You're like pulling the knowledge out of me. Like, I really, really care about this hobby, so I try to learn as much as I can. So, like, sometimes I remember stuff that I forgot that I knew. It's just so helpful, like having someone ask the questions rather than me just droning on about it. But I like talking about it, so. Peanut, do you still have your microphone on?
No, she doesn't.
Oh, okay.
She's over here pestering me while I cook.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because they're in there like going on about dinner. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like way overriding the audio of me on here. What would I recommend for a beginner fish? I automatically know what I would recommend. I wonder if Samantha knows what I would recommend.
A molly.
Nope, not a molly.
A beginner fish?
A beginner fish.
I don't know. Okay, stop.
I thought you would know. So what I would recommend as a beginner fish would be a black skirt tetra.
Oh, tetras? Yeah, those are hardy.
A black skirt tetra is a cool fish. They're very active. They swim around a lot.
Super hardy.
And the best thing about them is, yeah, they are very, very, very hardy. Like, it is really hard to kill a black skirt tetra. The only reason why I'm still in this hobby is because of black skirt tetras, honestly. Because when I first started fish keeping, I didn't know anything about it, and pretty much anything I put into my tank died. The only thing that survived was my black skirt tetras. And then I started researching, and I discovered all the things that I did wrong and why everything died. But those black skirt tetras, like, you could basically cycle a tank with them. That's how hardy they are. Now, they're going to be miserable. They are going to be hating life if they're put into a tank that's not cycled. But chances are pretty good that they'll live. They are very, very hardy fish. And they're super easy. Like, throw in a little fish flakes every now and then. The only downfall to the black skirt tetra is you're kind of limited. Like, they would not do well in a tank like this. But if you're new to the hobby and you're just trying to learn, they're a great fish. And they're best to keep in a school. So I would recommend getting like 4 or 5 of them because they're a schooling fish. You don't want to keep one alone by himself. At least get 3 or more. Zebra and neons, yeah, those are cool, but they're you better understand how to cycle a tank. At least here in Arizona, with our water being so hard, and even besides that, just it better be a cycled tank because neons will die, and there's a lot of disease in neons. That would be a fish that I would recommend putting in a quarantine tank.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Are there fish that you would advise people never to own? Yeah. Yeah. So I would never own a red-tailed catfish unless if you have a tank that is like massive. Massive. Like, you better have, so I don't know if you've ever been to Cabela's or Bass Pro, but when you go in there and they have that little fish room area with a gigantic aquarium, that's what you need to have a red-tailed catfish. So when you see that at a fish store and it looks all cute and it's like this big and you think, oh, that would be an awesome little fish, like, I'm going to put him in my little 20-gallon for Timmy. Okay, yeah, they sell those at a fish store. Don't ever buy one of those. They should not be in the hobby at all. They should only be in the wild.
Or on my plate.
Again, I would caution against even owning an arowana unless if you have a tank that's big enough. That's it. That would be the main thing. Like, yeah, you can keep them, but you better know what you're getting into. The same with like an Oscar or something. Explain the cycling. I'm glad you know what the red-tailed catfish is because a lot of people go into those stores and I think that they see it and they're like, oh, it's so cute. Look at how tiny he is. And he's moving around. And, oh, Timmy's going to love him. Wait till we get him in the 20-gallon. And then the fish is like 1.5 feet long. So I will try to condense the cycling process down for you. So let's get out my little goodie bag here. Hold on. Hold on. River monsters. Yeah. Yep. River monsters for sure. Absolutely. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, they are river monsters. I'm just putting you guys back on the tripod for a second. I need both hands. And thank you, Jessica, for the awesome questions. I love talking about fish. I don't know if you can tell. So I think I'm going to do a video on this, but I'm just going to give you a brief rundown here, Jessica. So what I have here is a freshwater master test kit. So any new fish keeper needs this. You need this. You need this. And some type of food. This is like a must-have. The master test kit. So what you're going to test for when you have a brand new tank, right? You fill it full of water. You put this in there. So now you just have a tank with water in there, right? So you can buy ammonia in a bottle. You're going to add ammonia to your water. Then you're going to test the water until you start seeing nitrite. So you want ammonia first, then nitrite. So what nitrite is it's bacteria that's eating the ammonia and its waste becomes nitrite. Now that means you're halfway there to the cycling. Next, you're going to start seeing nitrate. Once you start seeing nitrate in there, the ammonia is going to disappear and the nitrite is going to disappear. And this column is going to start lighting up. That means that your tank is cycled because these two are deadly to fish. Now that you're having some nitrates in there, you can start feeding the tank. And yeah, I mean feeding the tank, like dump food into your tank. Because you're feeding, that food is going to turn into like a waste, basically. It's going to turn into rotten food. And that's going to feed the bacteria. So nitrates, these your fish can live with. So that's what a cycled tank is going to have, is nitrate. Now, I like to think of it like a work week. So 40 ppm or parts per million. Anything over 40 hours in a work week, you kind of start feeling a little sluggish, right? Like, oh boy. So once you start hitting 40 parts per million on your nitrates, then it's time to do a water change. So anywhere down in this area, your fish are going to be happy and healthy. That's a cycled tank. That's like a quick rundown of a cycled tank. I want to know more about everything. I enjoy learning about darn near everything. Awesome. I'm a mechanic and gunsmith, so I'm constantly researching and trying to learn. That sounds awesome. That is very awesome. I'm a little bit of a shade tree mechanic myself. I actually do some mechanic style videos on here on my Cummins diesel. And we have Jerry in the house with the classic Fords. Jack the Dutch Shepherd is here. And yes, you are here for Fish Week, my friend. I was thinking about calling it like Fish Wednesday or something, you know? I know, a mechanic and a gunsmith. That is a really cool... Yeah, I'm with you, Harley. Yep. Jessica, you're part of the Luna Pack, whether you like it or not. Yeah, I mostly work on old guns, Harley. Museum pieces, stuff rich people own. Antiques are way more interesting to me than anything else. Yeah. Well, that you fit right in around here, Jessica. You were officially inducted into the Luna Pack. Luna, is Jessica part of the Luna Pack now? Well, if you have Harley's approval, then you're okay, right? Very cool. Yeah, it's Fish Week, Jerry. It is fun. It is fun talking about the fish. I'm thinking that I want to do like a maybe I'll do that, setting up a new tank, and I'll use it. I'll do that for my hospital tank or quarantine tank. Yeah, Harley is the only antique around here, Jessica. But we think he's pretty cool. I think Jerry might be a little bit of an antique too. I know, look who's talking, right? So Jax is relaxing and watching some fish TV. I meant it in a loving way, Harley. You're like you're like the prized possession antique, my friend. You're like the guns that only rich people own. So is Jax just like totally like is he willing to relax? Or is he enjoying relaxing, or is he putting up a fuss about it? My favorite piece I've ever had on my desk was a Lalti anti-tank rifle. Wow. Do you know what that one is, Samantha?
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
So Jessica works on firearms, like antique and classic ones. Have you heard of a Lalti anti-tank rifle?
I have not.
That sounds pretty cool, though.
She like restoration type thing or what?
Short of a collector's item. No, you are, Harley. You know it. Well, you are a prized possession around here, my friend. We are always happy to have you. Antique and all. Yep, just posted a video. You can tell he's not feeling well. Looks sheepy. Huh. Well, I saw the Darth well, I'm trying to remember the title of it. The Darth Vader one that you did. I'll have to show it to Samantha. Where he had your work light in his mouth. He looked like a little Jedi. I'll check it out when I'm done with the stream, though. I hope he gets to feeling better soon. Darth Dog, there you go. Yes, Darth Dog.
Dark dog.
Anti-tank.
Or a rifle that's anti-tank, so it must be one hell of a round.
Swipe type. Yeah. Could use one of those in fish got traffic. Ah, rush hour traffic. Yeah. No doubt, along with the flying car, right? I thought we were supposed to have those by now.
The Jetsons live.
Yeah. No, I think it would be cool though to do. So I have this nice big open spot right here, and doesn't it just look like it needs a fish tank right there? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like, you have this one here. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's missing something right there. Oh, yes. Yes. If Catherine was here, Jerry, it would be the Aaron Variety Hour. Because Sundays are the, what is it? The Luna's Family Variety Hour?
Something like that.
Yep. Fish, guns, dogs, traffic. Yep. Next, we even covered the weather earlier.
We did. That spot's for my animatronics.
Oh, did you hear that, guys? She said that spot is for her animatronics. So, Jessica, I guess the only question would be, are you into Halloween stuff? It's a 20 millimeter rifle on skis? What?
Why do I feel like that was probably used in like Russia?
Yeah, was that used in Russia?
On the Alps?
On the Alps? How does Luna do with nails being cut? She doesn't. She doesn't. She will not let me cut them. I have tried and tried. She will not let me do it. If she even gets the slightest idea that that's what I'm trying to do, there is no way. Oh, wow. World War II made by the British, actually.
On skis?
A ski boom boom.
They must have made it for the Alps. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I could think
Did
of.
they make it for the Alps?
Because there's no hills in England.
There's no hills in England.
Say mountains.
I don't know if you guys can hear. Maybe you need to put on a microphone.
Oh, I'm clanging pots of cans.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they don't want to hear that.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
She's in there making din din. There we go. Now we can see beautiful Luna. Oh, you look so pretty. No, no, didn't mean walk away. Come over here. Come over here. Oh, there we go. I want to see you. All right. The thing weighs close to 40 pounds. The skis are for pulling it along behind you. Oh, wow. Okay, that makes sense then. So that's a pretty massive gun then. 20 millimeter. Wow. So Jessica, do you do it? Do you post anything on YouTube then? Sounds like you're into some really cool stuff. No? You should. I kind of wish that I would have started doing this stuff sooner. I wish I would have started doing this sooner. .20 millimeter recoils. Yeah, does it recoil? Well, if I don't put the tank over there, I'm also eyeballing that little spot over there. That's actually a fish tank stand, isn't it?
The black or brown thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a fish tank stand. Decisions. Recoilless only because of weight. Okay. Just because the darn thing is so heavy? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you guys, I think I'm probably going to call it here. I really appreciate everybody. What an awesome stream. When you get to recoilless rifles, those are completely different category. They actually blow half of the charge out the back. Huh, I didn't know that. That's a pretty cool,
Hobby.
yeah. You like the fish? I do too. I think it's cool how kind of like on Wednesdays it's sort of become the thing. Like the Wednesdays do kind of become like the fish stream. Even when I'm not like purposely trying to go that route, it kind of ends up happening. And then Sundays are kind of like the show, you know? Not a tripod mount. Yeah, I think I definitely have some knowledge that I could share with the fish stuff. And I enjoy it, so why not, right? I'm thinking about doing that other tank and kind of showing that process. It'll take me a little while to film everything, but I could give like updates on the live streams. So Jerry, I would love to do something like that. Like I did a time lapse video, but I think what I'm gonna do is, yeah, do like a full screen shot of the tank. That would be cool. A live cam for a 12-hour sleep thing. Yeah, that would be cool. It would help get my watch time hours up too. That would be sweet. That's a really good idea. Okay. Will you remember this, Samantha?
What?
Kentucky Ballistics has one if you want to see one in action.
I can't promise that I'm going to remember that because I'm in the process of making.
Kentucky Ballistics. Well, I guess we could go back and look at the
Chat.
yeah. Oh, the pig. I know that one well. The M60. I mean, 23 pounds. Yeah, they got all kinds of stuff, right? I'm pretty sure that I've seen Kentucky Ballistics, yeah. It sounds really familiar. I probably have seen the one you're talking about, but not quite sure. Yeah, he's really confident right now. You can see how dark the blue is. They're fighting over territory. Oh no, they're not. They're trying to mate in there. Two boys trying to mate in there, guys. Let them have their privacy. I wouldn't call a 308 outdated. Yeah, not the round, right? Ooh. So Jessica, you should post some of the. It would be interesting to have, like, to see some of the stuff that you get to work with and some of the old classic weapons. I don't know if you would be allowed to show them if they're not. I don't know how that would work, but I would think you would be allowed to do that, right? All right, Jerry. Yeah, I hope that Jax gets to feeling better and keep us updated. You can also post in the community tab on my page if you want to give us like an update. We all love that pup, so keep us posted. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like people showing how to work on them. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I get that. They're all worried about that crap. God forbid you teach somebody that, right? Yeah, give us some updates. Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, I was wondering about that. They don't want it shown. Yeah. I wish I had my old gun, said Harley. Yeah. Are those the ones that you lost in a boating accident? They just mysteriously sunk to the bottom of the lake, right? I feel like Cookie needs his own YouTube channel. No, I'm not sure. I asked a few questions there, so I'm not sure. 40, 40, 40 millimeter Bofers? I would not even know. You're speaking way over my head on that one, Jessica. I didn't even know that they had that. Anti-air cannons? Wow. You sold a lot of them when you stopped hunting? Yeah, they always say, like, don't ever sell them, just buy them, right? Everybody I know, they won't sell them. Just accumulate. Wow. That's pretty cool, Jessica. That's pretty cool. Museum piece that is sitting in a military museum in Texas. Wow. So when you say work on them, what exactly does that entail? Are you like fixing them and getting them in working order? Are you cleaning them? Are you preserving them? Like, what does your work entail? Full restoration. That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, do you get to fire it to test it? Make them pretty and functional. That's cool. That's so cool. So I think I would probably guess that you are doing your dream job when you do that. Yeah, working condition, Harley. That is super cool. Man.
Damn, it's hot.
Well, I wish my job was that cool, Jessica. That is awesome. It's cool. Where did you get the knowledge? Did you have to do a lot of studying? And I would imagine that you would have to read up on all of the different pieces. Well worth the effort and time put into it, yeah. So, are you pretty specialized in that field then, too? Like, it seems like that would be pretty niche. Manuals and old military manuals for some of it, others are just learning as you go. Yeah, you're like, I think you're doing Harley's dream job over here. That is so cool. I need to grab my water. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the shaky cam. Yeah, so you get to do full auto. Yep. Oh. Sorry, I was really, really thirsty, guys. That was a little Aaron's Life with Luna the Dutch Shepherd ASMR for you. I cannot own them, but I do get to work on them. Hey, well I mean, that's not too shabby though. Yep, Harley is drooling over there. That is super cool. Luna, why are you looking so down? Oh, is no one paying any attention to you? She's not getting any attention, guys. Everybody send hearts for Luna. Spam the hearts for Luna. Full auto's not worth the purchase price. It permits hoops to jump through. Yeah. Once you get that though, do you have to keep renewing it? Yeah, that's true, Harley. Yeah. That's a good point. Luna, everybody's giving you hearts. They're all spamming hearts for you. She just looks so neglected. Poor baby. I learned how to do maintenance from my grandfather. Oh, that's awesome. It's under watchful eyes of Uncle Sam, yeah. Yeah, it is. Wow, so you learned from like someone who probably knew all the best ways of doing things then. I know that's how my granddad was. The proper way of doing things. That's how I started actually. Never went to a special school. That's so cool.